Hey y'all, good morning. Happy hump day. Hey Lee brand new, how you doing? Hope you guys are enjoying the start of your morning. Child, I was enjoying the start of my morning, child, but ooh, it went left. I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So, hey Stephanie Horton, how you doing? Child, I woke up. Let me tell y'all something. I woke up this morning, child. Y'all know how to drink my coffee and listen to YouTube cameras, and she was doing her recap, right? I don't think there's much of anything going on. She was talking a little bit about the interview that Lolo did with Lemon last night. I didn't watch it, of course. And from what I understand from listening to YouTube cameras, there wasn't any new revelations or anything like that. He's still trying to play out the fact that he pretty much exposed himself, with the grinder, and he trying to act like it's a play, trying to save face and all of this and all that. And hey, Wanda Mathis and all, people will go for it, like I told y'all the other day, people will ride with a lie, just in order to have something to talk about, I guess, because it's so dry around here. Because nobody really wants to talk about anything real anymore anyway. So just go with the storyline. You know what I mean? And so right now, the boring storyline is still Lemon, and I guess Pizaro pose exposed Lemon, but really Lemon exposed itself, and all this and all that. So from what I understand, Lolo didn't really ask him any hard hitting questions. Hey, Diane from Brooklyn, y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video. Thank y'all so much, right? And she was talking about how Lolo is a writer and all of this and all that. And of course, she's over there on his channel all the time. Why would she ask him any hard hitting questions? Like why would she do that? That don't even make no sense, right? So anyway, hey soul sister, how you doing? So I was listening to that, and then she was talking about a little bit. And now I also heard Reed uh let me YouTube cameras touched on it a little bit. The Buddy Lee, I think it's his name, the music guy situation that he had yesterday on his channel. Now I don't know all the dynamics, but I did listen to um part of it was Nyca. I forget whose channel it was on, but it was Nika, what is her name? Room Shaker and Lady La, right? And I don't know if the music guy hit up there or not, but I'm assuming that's what his video was about. And I also heard that Rick Reed was throwing shots at Buddy Lee, because I think Rick Reed is 100% bisect. You know what I mean? Like no matter what. And it sounds like he didn't appreciate the way that Buddy Lee was coming at Nika or whatever, and all of this and all of that, right? Hey, CT, and I also heard, now I don't know if it's true or not. Y'all gotta tell me something about Nika saying she going back to the black sector, or she came from, the black sector. I don't know, really. I don't understand what's going on between these sectors. But from what I understand, it sounds like they're trying to spin this into like a sector issue. You know what I mean? Really, it's Anika versus the people that she dealt with in that sector issue. That's what it is to me. Hey, Jasmine, y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video, right? That's what it sounds like to me, right? And so, um, I believe part of my video that says, "What about your friends, Nika?" It's pretty much her girls, her trifecta left her out to dry, right? They done moved her right along, right? And so, especially Chickenhead Pizarro, she the one who ruined my coffee this morning. She the reason why I had to go live, child. Okay, because I'm like, child, oh Lord, it's just over. It's just over. The chick is overbearing. Like she needs some Ritalin or something. There's clearly something wrong with that dusty fool, okay? But anyway, I don't know really what's Nika. All you had to do was, like, you got some misguided ego issues, you know what I mean, or something. You just can't. Your problem is you can't come out and say, that you wrong, or you can't even come out and make it right. You can't even go against your people. Now you acting like you don't feel a way about the rest of your trifecta not supporting you. They kind of moved it right along because they don't want the light shown on them. And so they just kind of left you out there to dry, but you the one jumped off the porch. You know what I mean? And so that's the reason why and then you really are the weakest link in my opinion. So why people in the sector are coming for you so aggressively. Like I get the scam part of it all, but to now have it cross over into other sectors, you brought that on yourself, right? And so at the end of the day, that's my opinion. So I guess you just gotta stand in it or whatever. You know what I mean? They said you was over, and it sounded like you was over Nika explaining to Lady La and Room Shaker, the other day. But I mean, like, the more you say, the worse it get. You know what I mean? And then I don't understand why you came after Ronnie Q instead of coming after them, but you was clearly upset with them because that was misdirected anger when you came at Ronnie Q. Of course, she came at you back, but she was in the chat. She was in the chat doing pretty much what Pizaro was trying to do to me, but child, it ain't even that deep when it comes to that chicken head and me, okay? But like it's different because like these people supposed to have your back, but they really don't. You know what I mean? So you getting beat up all over the place, child. The black sector, the B sector. I noticed that you when you came on to curse out Ronnie Q or whatever, you had changed your entry. You know what I mean? From the one that he did to an older one. See, good morning. People seem to think the B sector helps each other fight. Well, that's true because let me tell you something. Like I said, honey, YouTube in general, it is not a team sport. And when things like this happen, that just justifies my stance that YouTube, especially when it comes to content creators, honey, it is not a team sport. It don't matter what kind of spin they want to put on it. What I don't care if you call it a crew, a trifecta, or a club chat or a TSCC or whatever you want to call it. Okay, at the end of the day, YouTube is not a team sport. All right, and sometimes when things like this happen, you see that, right? Especially in this day and age of the B sector, because there are a lot of weak individuals, content creators, and subscribers, right? They simply can't handle the truth. They can't handle real commentary. They get in their feelings. They start making excuses because it messes with their delusion. I think it's just like a they kind of glitch, right? When you come with the truth and the hard facts, they glitch out, right? And so that's kind of what happened to me this morning, y'all, right? Getting back around to it. But that's why I put in the title, Nyca, what about your friends? That's what that part was about. I don't even remember my whole title. And as far as, I think I said something about what is it, Poser Lemon or something like that. I don't remember what my title was. I try to change it in the I don't know what title y'all are seeing, but I try to change it up on my YouTube thing. But anyway, on one of the titles that I got, it says lemon storm pole storm lemon or something like that, right? And I only said that because of, like I said, he's still, he's still a poser. He's still posing like he's straight. You know what I mean? He's still acting like it's a play. I trolled with the grinder app because I knew this was gonna happen, but it was happening in real time, and people are actually taking them serious. But I did. There's something very interesting this morning on YouTube cameras. Sassy came up there and she was talking about before I hit the link, before she started talking. Child, we'll get to that. But anyway, she was talking about something that happened on Lemon's channel, and she said that I got okay, yeah, Stephanie. I don't even know which title it is. Can you type it for me, Stephanie? Or you probably driving or something. I don't even know which title I'm talking about, child, right? Because I wrote one title and streamed it, all right? And then I changed it in my YouTube studio. But I don't know what title is showing. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of lost, right? I know how I get to talking. I'm just talking, right? So anyway, the thing that I found interesting that Sassy was talking about pertaining to Lemon's channel, she said she heard a conversation. Y'all remember that Anglo woman Mel and that Resto, and I don't even know all the people, the members of the crew over there, but evidently they're supposed to be in Vegas or whatever, and I'm assuming they hit Lemon's link or something. And I guess the Anglo woman Mel, she was saying something like she getting a white girl wasted, and then she was like, well, why can't I be black girl wasted or something like that, right? And then she threw up some Heil Hitler sign or all of this and all that, and Lemon was offended by it, you know what I mean? And Sassy said Risto tried to play it off, said he gonna talk to his friend in the background or whatever. Then some other girl supposed to pay for the Airbnb. It just say Sassy and Chickenhead. Oh, okay. That's the one y'all see. Okay. And so anyway, I found it very interesting, but she said that he did exit them off his panel. I guess he felt the way about that himself. Good for him. You know what I mean? Hey, TT Speaks, how you doing? Y'all please hit the like button, share the video, right? So I found that very interesting, that type of interaction right there. And she was also talking about, but she was talking about, hey, CEO, little boss lady, and I agree, these strange people that he invites up on his panel, and pretty much who's allowed to, come into the sector, like no matter what, I mean, whatever, right? It is what it is. I'm used to it now. It's just content for me. So but I found that whole conversation very interesting. Because and then she felt like they felt like Risto was over there cooning, and I'm thinking, well, yeah, yeah, yeah. He been doing that. You know what I mean? And so I I said, oh, but YouTube camera, she didn't appreciate that, honey. She wasn't hearing it, she wasn't having it, none of that, right? And I really can't blame her. But as for me, hey, True Black Cheetah Girl, as for me, I'm used to it now, right? Y'all, please like the video, please share the video. Thank you. So anyway, I found that interesting, right? So I'm listening, right? So I'm still drinking my coffee, still trying to see what's going on. I be in and out. I don't listen to other sectors, so I can't really speak. I always bojangling for the red chat. Ain't that something, CT? Oh, it's horrible. Oh my God, right? But it's a lot of them around here, right? It's a lot of them around here. All right. So anyway, chat. So I'm listening. They still talking. I'm enjoying my coffee, blah, 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 looking at the chat or whatever, right? So Sassy brings up the conversation. She mentioned that um I said something about her nails, and the other day I did a video, right? After I saw her video where she was sitting on a picnic table with a hookah. Now I guess I'm not saying this correctly, but y'all know I got an accent because she kept correcting me. She was sitting at a picnic table. It had a hookah on it, and she was showing her nails and her neck and whatnot. A cute little video, right? A Virginia Redbone, right? And so I said, well, let me be okay. I had seen it. I came live and I said, you know, you you if you are really professional, that in a professional setting, the way that you have your nails done is not very professional, right? So I'm being petty, all this and all that. I'm really not. I don't care. At the end of the day, if she is, I think she a professional hooker, not a hookah, right? And I mentioned that I told her I wasn't talking about your profession, honey. I was still being petty about your nails, right? So anyway, she says the reason why I hit the link, because I said something about the nails in a professional setting, and she got people going for PhDs and something, and they was laughing about, bitch, don't nobody give a fuck about I was being petty. You were supposed to laugh at it. And why you had to throw in my friends with PhDs, bitch? That mean you ain't shit, bitch. See, you be overdoing it, Sassy, okay? Like all it was. Now you smart enough to know that what I said about your nails and being in a professional setting was petty. It was being petty. Like when you was being petty with that picture of me and Ronnie Q, it was just a get back, right? So she said I was spinning a narrative when I said she was touched in the spirit. But girl, you was clearly touched in your spirit, because why you still bringing it up? Hey, Reed, I'm going to talk about something that you said. Thank you for Reed. Reed, do you have time to hit the link? Let me know if you got time to hit the link, okay? Because I got a question I want to ask you, Reed. Right? It ain't nothing bad. It ain't nothing bad. I promise. So anyway, she had to mention that her professional friends that are going for PhDs or whatever, and cause y'all know she lives in one of the most expensive parts of wherever the fuck she live, and even that girl, you be overdoing it, okay? I'm just saying, right? So my thing is, I don't mind being petty with you, Sassy, because girl, you petty with yourself, okay? Now I realize a lot of people come, they come online and they can turn into whatever they want to turn into, and that's fine. It's all entertaining for me, child. But just admit that you was touched in your spirit. And like I said, I don't even. She said she don't look at my channel. I believe her, right? So the reason why she found out about it to even talk about it now. I don't even know why you would bring it up days later if you don't feel some kind of way about it, right? And try to put some kind of professional you and your professional friends, blah blah blah, and things done in advance. And I'm thinking, really, bitch? Okay, ain't you in your 40s? I'm just in my 50s, bitch. We periods. It ain't been that long ago, right? Since I've been in a professional setting. Like I said, I got young people in my family that are actual professionals, not escorts putting on to be professionals. Okay, like okay. So anyway, hey Miss B. So anyway, uh the reason why she found out about it, I'm assuming, is because I was listening to Jay Wilson's chat the other day. I was reading the chat and listening to, what was going on over there about. What does her friend, right? What friends got to do with her nails? Nothing. Nothing about nothing. Nothing. She figured she'd throw that out there as to say, they're professionals and they get their nails done in a ghetto way like I do. I guess that's what that was the purpose of her saying, adding on her little friends, laughing about it, and blah blah blah. As to, she was really trying to make it seem like, I was out of touch, or I didn't know what I was talking about. As far as how you present yourself in the professional settings, you know what I mean, and all of this and all of that, right? So anyway, there was a need for adding on the PhD friends, and she overdoes it, right? She do too much, right? Real friends would have said, that was too gay. Exactly, child unbought. I know, but let her have it. She can have it. Okay, if she think that's how she's supposed to present herself in her mind in a professional setting and want to be taken seriously, okay, okay, do you, girl? So anyway, oh shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say, but you're right, Bob. So anyway, yeah, she did already. She be doing too much, right? So y'all know I can't suffer fools or liars, right? Fools, liars, narrative spin. Girl, you be doing too much, right? Read Miss O, you aren't going to be able to hear me because I'm outside. Okay, Reed. Shoot, I want to ask you, 51 likes. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video. Okay, so Reed, basically, I forgot what I was gonna ask her, but she had the realest news this morning. Because she was saying, telling me something that I hadn't. She went in depth about the Buddy Lee situation. Reed don't mind speaking her mind. She ain't trying to make everybody happy. She ain't going around in a circle trying to smooth it over. When she really want to talk about it, she just talk about it. Okay. So like I said, Reed had the realest news this morning, and she was talking about that Buddy Lee situation. Because like I said, I don't go over there and listen to them. No disrespect. I just can't. I refuse to go in another sector trying to figure out the storyline. I don't want to do that no more, right? So hey, Miss Old Sassy lives at home with her mama. All she does is smoke cigarettes and pop. Ooh, pop is stay up all night and lie. Ooh, Lord, Kentucky Red Liver, that's deep. It's cute. I don't know if it's true or not, but girl. But anyway, right? So, uh, I did not expect to read that. But like I said, yeah, Reed had the realest news this morning. I mean, she was saying some real stuff. And when Reed said, "This is what I want to talk about," Reed, you told the truth. It really hit home with me when you said, when you was talking about how weak this sector has become, and you said it's trying to come back, and all that stuff that you said. But that goes into my theory is they so weak around here that they love the lies, they love the liars, they love these dusty hoes because they probably dusty themselves. Especially Reed, I don't understand how so. Okay, like when I was over there and me and Sassy was having a discussion, right? I was okay. I was okay. I was telling her it was just sarcasm because it really was just sarcasm, right? It just like she was being, trolling me with the whole Ronnie Q and me, that picture thing she had. And she said, "Oh yeah, I did dox you and Ronnie Q." She put up a AI generated picture of me and Ronnie, supposed to be me and Ronnie Q, and she commenced to call us fat bees and all of this and all of that. You know what I mean? With her black ass, her black insecure motherfucking ass, right? So anyway, I said, well, I'm gonna get her back, and so I talked about her nails and as far as it goes, because she always kicking up this I got a meeting and I'm professional and all of this and all that, right? So I said, let me go to professionalism, right? Since she going at me. Right. Now I ain't got nothing to do with how she go around the queue, but bitch, you can't never get it with me. You can't never, okay, bitch, never will you ever, right? And so anyway, that was my get back, right? So like I said, she probably wouldn't even never knew about it because I believe she don't look at my channel, and that's fine, right? But over there in Jay Wilson's panel, this is troll. I don't know what this troll got up his behind when it comes to me, but it's this troll called Thim slick, them shady or them slick or whatever it's called, them slim or well, I can't even get why is your name like that? And so anyway, they figured they carry a bone to Sassy around there to Jay Wilson's channel when she was over the other day, and the troll told Sassy, what was going on my channel, which was really just very petty. Now I don't know if she actually went back and listened to it or went just listened to the troll, because if she would have listened to it, she's intelligent. She would have known, hey, unmind me, that I was just being petty. It was no big deal, bitch. It was about some fucking nails. Don't nobody care about your goddamn nails, bitch, and how you want to lie about your profession or anything like that, bitch. I see you. You know I see you at the end of the day. And if you want to, she said I was trying to spin a narrative that she was touched in her spirit. Bitch, you was touched in your spirit. Because if you wasn't, this happened days ago, you wouldn't still be thinking about it. And that's why you brought it up this morning, y'all. And that's why I dropped it. That's why I hit the link so fast. Because I'm like, bitch, is this bitch for real? I was talking about some freaking nails. Like she had, like I was talking about the end of the world or something as it pertains to her. It was nails. It wasn't that deep. But anyway, I was letting her know, laughing. She's like, yeah, me and my friends laughed about it. Me and YT cameras, we take our nails seriously. And okay. You know what I mean? Still, it was sarcasm. It was petty, right? Take your nails seriously or not, bitch. I don't give a fuck, right? So anyway, I was all right. It was a Kiki. Like I said, I'm drinking my coffee. I knew eventually she was gonna say something about it, cause she tried to act like she unbothered, but she ain't never unbothered. She can't stand for nobody to say nothing about her little ugly black ass. Okay, that is her. That is her own insecurity. It don't have nothing to do with me. And bitch, if you can call me fat, bitch, I can call you black, bitch. Okay, take it how you motherfucking want to take it. I don't give a fuck. Right? So we all know that. But anyway. So I was just fine Kiki and cockeying because it was supposed to be a little light sarcasm, right? Hey, Robin Love. And then I looks down in the chat. No, I think YouTube cameras read something for Pizaro that made me look down in the chat. And I looked down there, and this chicken head got so much to say. I'm jealous of Sassy. Bitch, the nerve. Okay, you got some. Hey, unapologetically, Brandy, how you doing? And you got the nerve to say, I don't even know nobody on here to be jealous of them or not. I come on here and do my commentary, right? So if anybody were to be jealous of anybody on YouTube, bitch, it will be you, Pizarro, because your little ugly ass too scared to show your face. But anytime somebody get doxxed or anytime you always want to see what somebody look like or how somebody living, you know what I mean? But meantime, you want to be incognito. You want to put the black tape on you, even though you done been doxxed, you done lied so much. You got some of these slow bitches believing that it ain't you. But girl, we know that's you. It don't matter who doxed you. It don't matter where they got the picture of you from, bitch. It's you. Okay, it sound like if it looked like a duck and it walk like a duck, it drive like a duck, it sing like a duck, it talk like a duck at the casino, bitch, it's a duck. And you the duck, bitch. Duck, duck, goose with your ugly coke bottle having glasses ass. Like I said, right? So anyway, I was all right. It was a good little kiki until I read the chat. I was trying not to read the chat because anytime I hear the link, hey, one program out, that they coming for the oracle. They don't like the oracle because the oracle is too real for them. She messes up their delusion. She makes them I believe it's her too, Reed. I really do. I've been believing it's her. You know what I mean? It ain't rocket science to me. That's her. She knows her little ugly duckling dusty ass. I always trying to talk about. Reed, you see that ugly ass hat that she got on her head with that nappy ass hair she got up under there? I always trying to talk about somebody. Love for somebody to be dog. Like you talking about somebody jealous of sexy, but bitch, what about when Sheffy took Sassy's picture out there. You was the face. Hey Cap, how you doing? You was the first one to have it up on your channel, right? You had it up on your channel first. I think you made it your avatar for a little while. Uppity Negro got it, still got it for her avatar because she know that drives Sassy crazy, right? You the first one to do that. Then I remember the mold, the girl with the mold or whatever. You were so happy to see her. What was her name? Chocolate or whatever her name was, the one with the mold. You made her you kept showing her mold and how she look and all of this and all that, commenting on her and all this and all that. Hey, lady Tia, right? And right, one player grandma. I'm like, girl, what? Right. So you did that with that girl. You got Lemon really to dox himself, and you keep wanting him to show, turn the camera on, like you obsessed, okay? Right, with them big thyroid eyes, just some damn big Coke bottle, ugly ass glasses, you with a dusty ass, right? So anyway, if anybody worried about anybody else, bitch, it's you, okay? But you the main motherfucker scared to show yourself, okay? You lie on your own picture. You so embarrassed of yourself. You know that docs is you, bitch. And you try to make it seem like it's not you and it's these other people and all this and all that. No, honey, Hershey, thank you, Reed. Girl, we know it's you. Okay, girl, we know it's you. Okay, so yeah, you need to give it up. But you so embarrassed of your little ugly self, your little ugly dusty self. Okay, you look smelly, bitch. Okay, and like I said, you look unkept. Okay, ODS Olivia, did you find the context of my comment? If not, I would explain. I would love. Do you want to hit the link or do you just want to type it in the chat? ODS, because yeah, I know I didn't. I didn't even know. I was trying to ask. I asked YouTube cameras if she could point me towards the video when you was into it with Krista, and she said, "Okay, let me drop it right now, sir." And so, yeah, I can't believe this little ugly bitch. She always got something to motherfucking say about somebody. Bitch, show yourself, bitch. I don't care if you put a picture up of yourself. Bitch, you the weakest link, bitch. Here it come, ODS. Your weird ass. So scared you gonna get doxxed. You ain't got sense enough to monetize your damn channel. And I was here. I dropped the link, ODS, and I was asking somebody to hit the motherfucking like button. I'm like, girl, for what? What they hit the like button for? What are they doing that for? Okay, bitch, girl. Anyway, that's what set me off this morning, y'all. Like I said, I was being real petty until I looked down in the chat and read that ugly bitch's comment. This might be ODS, y'all. Hold on, let me put up this damn banner. Yeah, I was like, no, this bitch there. This ugly ass duck lip bitch. The nerve of this hoe, right? Is this you, ODS?
It's me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Thank you so much for hitting the panel. How you doing?
You good? I don't have that little burp, do I?
No, you ain't got no burp.
Okay, I'm doing all right. Hello, chat, everybody. I'm driving, so I just said it'd be easy to hit the panel. But yeah, I was
Yeah,
listening
thank you.
to YTC's recap, and you were saying you had caught wind of it and you saw that. So basically, the other day, it would have been Monday because I was coming home from work in the office.
Uh-huh.
Um, Bree was having a conversation. She was asking, it was on Bree's panel. She was asking
Oh,
Krista's
okay.
opinion on the Lemon situation if she thought he was gay and all this.
Mm,
And she kept saying one thing. She kept saying something, and a real man versus lemon or this, that. So she kept saying gay men aren't real men and is solely based on the fact that because you're gay. And
mm,
I don't get offended by a lot of things generally,
mm,
but something about that statement just rubbed me the wrong way because at the end of the day, I was born with male parts. I don't ever want
mm,
that to change. I'm proud of what I got. I appreciate it. I don't want to be a woman no matter what I might do or say. I've never
mm.
wanted to change what I was born as. I ain't playing with God. Um,
Right.
so I went up there to let her know you can be a man and still sleep with a man, just like a woman. So what do you think a woman is who with a woman? And when she said it, it was just so ignorant, and I was enraged or whatever, just going back and forth for her because she wouldn't get it. And she's just like, no, I mean, but I mean, if you sleeping with a man, I mean, a real man take care of home. She talked about all this other shit to make up what a real man is when we just talking about what you was born as. You born a male or you born a female? That's it.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Unless you fall in that other category or whatever. But
mm, mm,
um,
mm,
and so my response to her was, well, how about I feel like you're less of a woman because you haven't carried any kids. I didn't say it that
mm,
nicely, But that's what my
Mm-hmm.
point was. Now,
Mm-hmm.
my retraction on my live yesterday wasn't specifically to Krista because I still feel
Mm-hmm.
like she was very ignorant in her statement. My response
Yeah,
was
I do too.
to the audience for the blanket statement that I made because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
women have not had kids, and no, I don't feel like they're less than a mother or less than a
Mm-hmm.
woman because they haven't. But in that
Mm-hmm.
case, when she was saying I'm less than a man for being gay, I tried to put
Mm-hmm.
it in the most simplest form because I was talking to a simpleton. So I had
Yeah,
to break it
yeah.
down like that. So I did retract it in that sense, more
I
so for
seen
the
it.
blanket
Yeah.
statement to the audience. Yeah, I didn't want it to
Yeah.
confuse like I was pushing back on what I said to Crystal. No, I
Mm-hmm.
ain't got no beef with her, but I just think she said some dumb stuff. But I'm gonna just
Yeah.
count it up to being old dog. You can't teach new tricks, and there's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying the education piece. But I didn't
Yeah.
want to
But
spray every woman who's never had a child to make them feel like
yeah.
that because that's not how I feel.
Well, yeah, that's why I wanted to find out the origin. Like what did she say? Because I know you're not mean spirited. At the end of the
Yeah,
day, just flat out not. It's just how everybody know that. That's why you are who you are. And I mean, I'm not even. I'm the as a content creator. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
do
but
your
we got a lot of
things.
females. Our audience is a lot of females, and I don't want
Right.
to say that because I got an
Right.
aunt
And I'm
who
glad you
that's my
said that.
second
And I
mama.
heard you. Well,
My
I mean,
aunt is my second
I
mama.
can't. Yeah, I know, and I'm just saying I can't have kids either. You know what I mean? I couldn't at the time. I'm too old now, but at the time, I could get pregnant, but I couldn't stay pregnant. But that don't make me no less a woman. But
Correct.
that didn't have nothing to do with you in the moment fighting with Krista. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel no kind of way about that. If I gotta
Right.
spray a bitch any kind of way, I gotta spray. I'm gonna spray them too, man or woman, right? And so
Right.
I just wanted to know the origin of the
Right.
conversation because it had to be something pretty disrespectful for you to come out of character like that. That's why I said, do
Yeah.
the where can I find the conversation? And
Right.
I didn't even think about it being on Bree's channel. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I would try to go to Rodney's or her channel herself. I'd have been looking all over creation. So that's why I asked YTC because she do the recaps. You know what I mean? So that's all it was. But as far as anything else, but yeah, thank you for letting me know what happened. I want to
Yeah.
know the
So
conversation because I heard your apology and I was like, wow, okay,
yeah,
she really
but I
must have
still
went
didn't want
there.
to set the narrative as if it was just I was apologizing to her. It's more so to the ladies
Hmm.
in the audience who
Yeah,
didn't
I,
deserve the
I
blanket
got that.
statement. So yeah.
Yeah, I got
But that
that.
was
I
it.
got that. I really did get that. And like I said, I just want to know what she said to set you off like that because you're not mean spirited. I would, hey, we'd have been into it if I felt like you was mean spirited.
Right.
To be
Right.
quite honest with you,
Yeah.
So, but
So
yeah, yeah, that's all it was. But you having a good day, baby, on Wednesday?
well, I'm kind of irritated because I lost my work badge the other night leaving work, and
Oh
I need
shit.
my little security key to log on to my computer. So now I'm having to go to the office, and it's really
Ooh.
cold out here today. So I'm about to stop and get some coffee at Wawa, and then run to the office and get a new security key so I can go back home and work.
Do you got to pay to get a new security
Hell
key?
no, I just got to drive 30 minutes to my office and go through the toll booth and traffic.
Oh shit, that's fucked up though. I
Yeah, but
know
it's all right. I got
when I
something to
used to
listen to. I'm in
lose
the
my
air.
Yeah, I know when I used to lose my security badge, but I was working for the city. We had to pay $35 at the time. I don't know how much it is now, but that was back
Oh
then. But
no.
yeah, I used to
So
lose
I
it every
found my
time I go
badge
out.
outside of my condo. So we got a parking garage under the condo, and I found my badge down there on the bottom level. Somebody had put it up by the stairs, but
Mm,
they took my security key, or my security key fell off. But it ain't nothing they can
mm,
do with it because you got to use your fingerprint and all that and put the code in. So,
mm-hmm.
I just
Damn.
got to go get one of those. But I'll be in the
Damn.
clouds listening as I drive in.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, that's
Thank you.
Olivia.
Thank you for letting me know what happened. Okay. Appreciate you. Have a good
That's
day.
no problem at all. All right, now. But thank you for
Mm.
watching too. I'll be in your clouds too. So I'll
Yeah,
see
I
you
mean,
later.
I don't drop down, but I be watching everybody.
Dropping down can be a distraction because sometimes you're just trying to
Yeah.
cook, or like right now, I just want to drive. But I saw you live. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, if Miss Olivia didn't find the answer she was looking for, let me just pop in real quick. So, all
Yeah. And thank you. I appreciate that. You have a good day.
right, now.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
audience, y'all have a good one too. All right.
All right. Anybody else want to hit the link? You can just let me know because y'all know I don't never mind dropping a link, y'all. It's just that I get into the conversation. Hey Seven, hey Bush Baby, hey everybody that is please, the hood table, hey everybody R and Y, hey everybody that came in. What does she think about herself? Did she talk to TC? Right, R and Y. I didn't have any kids, wasn't offended though. No, no, I just want to know the origin of the because like I said, to me, ODS is not a mean spirited person, so she really had to say something for him to go there. You know what I mean? So that's I'm being nosy. Hey, Almighty Isis, TSW, Prayer Grandma, Lady T. Hey, everybody. If I didn't see it, charge it to my eyes, child, not my heart. Y'all, please hit the like button. Basically, he was saying, um, how would you feel if someone told you that you are not a real woman? Right, right. Since you can't have a child, being a gay man doesn't make you no less a man. Right, the hood table, absolutely. Like I said, I just want to know the origin story. The hood table, my brother is gay, and he always says these women better stop pulling up on gay men, like they still isn't a man, child. Hey, Almighty Icy. But yeah, I want to know the origin story because I got the tail end of it. Y'all know how I be, right? But I was trying to go hear it for myself, but thank God I ain't got to search for it, child. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't listen to 11, 12 hours of video, right? So anyway, what else is in my title? I talked about Nyca having a standalone. I talked about Lemon and his posing ways. ODS came through and asked the question. Oh, I was telling y'all about Sassy, right? So, like I said, I was being sarcastic, and blah blah blah. I really do felt like she was touched, or she wouldn't have brought it up. It wasn't nothing about some freaking nails. It wasn't that deep, right? So, but I had to cuss Pizaro out, with her little chicken head ass, right? So, but now while I'm in the process of cussing her out, you got all these people, these young, the cold dusty bitches, right? The cold delusional hoes like Hazel and who else was down there? There was a whole lot of people down there, right? Some old bitches was down there talking they shit too, right? So just some old regular basic bitches, right? Did you kiss the last one I reviewed the other day? Oh, you talking about seven? And so anyway, these hoes that I'm talking, uh, she old and she miserable and why? If the bitch come at me, whether she in the chat and why she didn't hit the link with her loud talking ass, okay, with her dusty, crusty motherfucking ass, with your nasty motherfucking ass, bitch. I bet you sat in that car goddamn so long, your whole car got to stink, bitch. I bet yo nigga hate to get in your car. He probably got his own car because he can't stand the smell of funk in your car, bitch. Okay. I'm like, oh, you eat in that car, you probably sleep in that car, you got that hot breath of yours hollering loud in that goddamn car. It's just too much, right? So anyway, she down there in the chat, you jealous of this and you saying this. You know, bitch, no, it ain't even about that. It's about being petty, right? So the reason why I felt the way about it is because I was enjoying the show, right? So much so that I hit the link. The reason why I don't hardly never hit the link on these panels is because every time I hit the link, long as I don't look at the dang on chat, I'm okay, right? But these bitches be hating on me, okay? Because I pretty much stay in my own motherfucking lane, bitch. They don't like the truth, okay? It ain't that they hate me, it's just that they don't hate the truth. So I'm cussing out Pizarro, right? Justifiably so, with her duck lip ass, okay? Justifiably so. And they down there trying to defend the little chicken head bitch. Not only can y'all not right, Ronnie Howard, right. Booty hole and cigars. You know what I mean? Just ghetto, just trash. You know what I mean? Just just nasty, just dusty. Okay. And so anyway, for all you hoes that was over there trying to defend this raggedy bitch, the reason why y'all was trying to defend her young and old, bitch, is because y'all just like that hoe. Y'all can identify. Okay. So when it comes to somebody like me, am I really the one that's jealous? Huh? Or do all you bitches just so delusional that y'all can you know you can feel Pizarro because you just like her. Okay? You young and dusty just like her. Like, why are you wasting your life, bitch? You young, some of you young trifling assholes, you wasting your life. See, y'all one of them bitches that when y'all get 40 or 50 years old, you'll realize that I've been dusty all my life. I done wasted my life. So let me try to try to walk it back like Ness be doing. She swears she's 29, probably 39, can return 40, right? But I guess she want to walk her life back to where she was 29 years old and redo it from there. Bitch, it ain't no redos. If it don't get it right if you don't get it right the first time, bitch, it ain't no do-overs. Okay? That ain't my fault. Okay? So you bitches identify with her, right? So I come over here, I stay in my lane, right? I do my little commentary. It is what the fuck it is. But if I see something and I want to say something, that's what's gonna happen. It ain't nothing gonna change. See, the problem with the B sector, most of it now, is these motherfuckers is too soft to the point to where you gotta give them a storyline. Like they eat that shit up about Lemon with his yagatry. They eat stuff like that up, right? Just talking about the same thing over and over and over again. If it didn't start out a storyline, honey, it's a storyline now. Okay, it's just ridiculous. It's why there ain't no redo. You don't get no second chance. Okay, if you don't get it right the first time, you don't get no redos, and that's not my fault. That is not my issue, right? But anyway, so she just down there. It ain't only her. It's a whole bunch of them. They all chicken heads. You know what I mean? And so like I said, they can't stand to hear the motherfucking truth. Okay, so that's why they can't stand when I come on here and I talk my dang on truth, and they feel the way about it, young and old. Okay, 'cause you ain't got to be young just to be a chicken head. Okay, you could be an old chicken head too. Okay, we got perfect examples of that. We got old chicken heads running around here too, like Lolo. I mean, I don't want Lolo, but you're a chicken head. You know what I mean? You're a chicken head. Hey, Angela T. White, working and listening. Thank you. And so I mean, that just rubbed me the wrong way, y'all. Like I really didn't appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm like, girl, why are you messing up my vibe? They try to say that I was messing up their vibe. No, you bitches is messing up my vibe. And then what vibe was the whole? Okay, like you messing up the vibe of the show. I mean, like, really, what was the vibe in the first place? I don't mean no homo. What was the vibe? Like I said, the good vibe, the tea this morning was on Reed's channel. So I'm confused. You know, Red Man has a chicken head convention. Uh-oh. And so yeah, I'm confused as to like what vibe, bitch? What vibe? Okay. Now I appreciate when Sassy got on there telling us about what happened on Lemon's thing over there, because he do them forever boring ass lives and bring those weird ass people up there. You know what I mean? And she told us about the Anglo woman, and then what she going to get a train ran on her by 3 or 4 black men, and I was like, what? Oh my god, yeah, it's the trash of it all. Okay. Oh Lord, I'm like, she a train. 3 or 4 black men in Vegas. They was on camera and then they what? And I was like, typical, typical. But as far as chicken head Pizarro, girl, if you don't sit your ignorant, illiterate self down somewhere and read a book, bitch, or at least try to read a book. Bitch, you need a book that go by picture. You need a picture book, bitch. You need an ABC cat and dog book, bitch. Okay? Why you around here worried about me? Okay, that's what you need. I disagree with CC's apologizing for statements they make. When it's really in their heart to say the things they say, no apology needed. I heard that, Mr. LLL living. Child. If it come up, it come out with me, okay? Child, okay. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, if they can do what they want to do. I get, sometimes. See, here's the thing. I done told y'all this before. Like I told y'all, if like I said, I think I said it last week. Hey, up down in touch. If you push somebody hard enough and they get angry enough and they going back and forth with you, they'll tell you how they really feel. You see what I'm saying, Mr. LLL? So I can agree with what you're saying. You know what I mean? If you push somebody hard enough, like take Nyca, right? Nyca got misplaced ego, right? She could have avoided all of this stuff, and she could have squashed it. She could have came out and said, the money with the pop was a little funny because I was in need because I had just buried my relative, my sister, right? And she didn't have no insurance, right? And that would have dealt the issue for me and not come back. But yet and still, she's still now. Why she's still swinging, I don't know, cause she you know, maybe she liked the attention. But Nikki, you can't use that "I'm grieving" line forever, girl. Hey, Linda G. And if you're grieving so much, like why? So you grieving, but you've been arguing for days. You came on YouTube. It sounded like for sympathy and payola. It's just confusing, right? So, like I said, and then you got misplaced anger. You want to lash out at people, the wrong people, because the people you want to lash out at, the only people you need to be lashing out at is your trifecta for leaving you, for getting you in it, okay, and then leaving you and moving right along, because that's what they did. They got you in it, and then they moved it right along, okay, and you was out here, you and still out here on your own, right, to the point to where you done got into it with the black sector, the people that was had working relationships with you over there, like the music guy and the lady live with the candles, and I think you just pretty much I think what is her name, Room Shaker did not expect you to act the way that you acted. You know what I mean? And so maybe that's why you are getting the response that you're getting from her. Because I think that she just did not expect that. You know what I mean? From you. She probably thought better of you. You know what I mean? And it just, like I said, you rebranded and you rebranded well, but for as long as you choose not to be honest, you know what I mean? This is what it's gonna be. You always putting on an act, you know what I mean? But you don't never be you. Hey Brian, how you doing? And so that's why the stuff keep coming up again, but this time, what you supposed to be grieving and all of this and all that, I would have told him that, look, yeah, I had to get my money back from old girl. I had just buried my sister. I'm low on cash my own self. You know what I mean? It was what it was. It is what it is. I paid what I can pay. All right. And then I would have been done with it. You don't let it drag it down. I really kind of think just like Lemon, y'all loving the attention. Y'all loving the storyline. That's what I really kind of think. Because you done got dragged from not starting at this sector. Now you done got because of your own actions. They over there dragging you from what I understand in was it the new black sector? That's your now that part that's your fault. You know what I mean? Because you allowed that chicken head to say what she said to and do what she did. And now you in it. But they done left you alone. They done moved it right along. I wonder what some of these folks would do if they could come on here and ask for money. The abuse of it is probably why the gov is starting to tax it. Child, I don't know. Oh, what in the world is this? I'm going to block this because, honey, I don't know what it is trying to come up on my channel. Let me ban this from my studio. I don't know what that was, y'all. Oh, ban. Ban guest. Y'all, some strange thing was in the back trying to hit my link. Okay. Child. Ooh, child. Oh, and I also didn't understand what was going on with Waka Flocka Pharaoh. I heard some of that yesterday. Whose channel did I hear that on? Um, shoot. It was on somebody's channel when they was talking about Dimples brought out something that happened at over there on Big O between Waka Flocka Pharaoh and some other man at a YMCA or something like it. I was like, oh my God. But they was throwing out all these claims and stuff. And my thing is some paperwork on it? Is it just one word against the other word? Like what we doing here? And do the beef sector really care? Cause I mean, what we got to do with what go on Bigo? And what we got to do with what go on Waka Flocka Pharaoh's channel? Because he ain't beef sector anyway. So does the sector even really care to hear about it? Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I heard a little bit of that, but I found it interesting. You know, other than that, y'all, I ain't heard nothing else. It's just weird. The whole it's just flat and it's dead around here because if the only thing you got to talk about is Lemon and his sexuality and honey, let him live in the land of delusion. He just child whatever. He can try to play it off all he wants to. We all know the truth. But for the fact that some people is so delusional that they still feeding into the lie, that's beyond me. Okay, Mr. Williams, could you eventually re-upload those videos of you going off on China Fox and Sister those are classics. I mean, those videos about 5 years old. You know what I mean? But if you scroll all the way down to about 5 years old on my main channel, You can rewatch them summer '83. Yeah, those videos about 5 years old. I don't have no beef with them people no more. I don't even check for them. You know what I mean? I done moved it right along, child. I done moved it right along. Did you hear about Brian X life? Now I did hear something about Brian drinking a beer with a homeless man and trying to get donations for a homeless man. And I also heard a little bit about him traveling to see somebody and they didn't meet up with him and he got lost and something about Jay Wilson had to help him home. Now I heard a little bit about that, but that's Jay Wilson's thing over there. I try not to comment on what Brian and Jay Wilson got going on or Brian and whoever else got going on anymore. Simply because I don't want to have no type of bone of contention with Brian. So I decided I try not to listen to it. And even if I hear it, I don't report on it anymore. Cause really that's between him and Jay Wilson. You know what I mean? So I let them deal with that. So they see each other. And that was I was talking about that in 2024. Brian know what he getting into. He know who he talking to. You know how to. He know how he moving, and really that's I don't have nothing to do. Hey, it ain't nothing to report on to me because Jay Wilson. I think he lived vicariously through men like Brian. If you ask me, like I really do feel like he lived vicariously through these types of situations. So, child, I be like, shoot, let him do him, child, let him do him. But I tell you one thing, I do think he let Mr. Tulsa up there to speak his truth. You know what I mean? Because every time Tulsa get up there, he's offending some woman, okay, with his hard body ass, okay. Now people got to be pretty much sick of his ass, okay. And I'm talking about Tulsa. And if they ain't, they ought to be. All right, for real. Cause that thing always got something to say. He say the wrong stuff. Okay. He be doing way, way too much. And I think he was sent out to do that. And then he know he a tool for Jay Wilson, but he can get up there and spew all that misogyny, you know what I mean? And pretty much it go unchecked. There's a lot of misogynistic stuff, that be said around here, you know what I mean? And it goes unchecked. But if they ain't saying it to me on my channel, I ain't trying to go all over the internet and check them for it because, honey, evidently these women like it. Honey, if they like it, I love it. But they ain't saying it to me. Okay? Then I always want to holler when they get super offended. You better holler in the right. You better start talking back. Okay, that's why if they come for me, I'm coming for them. That's why I try to stay out of. Because if you go low with me, you best believe, hey, room shaker, I'm gonna go room shaker. You feel like hitting the link? If you do, let me know. If they're gonna low with me, I'm gonna go low with them. Okay. The hell. I was listening to some of your video last night, room shaker. Child, the show was going on last night. What was it going on at Mr. LLL? What show, child? Is Sean Bradley back? Or is it another show that I don't know about? Child, spill the tea. Mm-hmm. But if you get to the link room shaker, let me know. 'Cause I got a question for you. But child, they been start opening their mouth, getting in their feelings. Let folks talk to them any kind of way. That's on them. But I tell you what, they ain't talking to me any kind of way. Not me. If they say it to me, I'm gonna say it. They go low at me. I'm gonna go lower with them. I don't care. Okay, not my issue. Okay, I dropped it. Room check. You see it? It's above your comment. Let me drop it again. But yeah. Mm-mm. I don't care nothing about their feelings. They don't care about mine. All that misogyny be coming out their mouth. Oh now, oh no, just a pass alive. Quantity gave up. Oh, Quantity was on there. Let me put my thing up here to uh in case this ain't room shaker child. Y'all know how that go. Mm-mm. Child. Is this you, room shaker?
The one and only. What's up, boo?
Hey girl, how you doing? So this the question I had for you, right? So last
Mm-hmm.
night I heard you talking on the video and you was talking about something about if y'all want me to leave, pay me off, or something, something, something. And I
Um,
thought you was talking about the B sector, but then you said the Mo 3 sector, I think. Was that what you was
no,
talking about?
that was in general.
Oh, in
'Cause,
general, just in general to
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, but it was more of the ones that got an issue with me being relevant because they complain about me, and then when I be doing my own thing and don't respond or interact with people, I
Mm-hmm.
still be the content and they gravitate back to me. So what's the
Mm.
issue? Like y'all give me relevance, but y'all say I got a clout chase. I be doing my
Mm-mm.
own thing, not checking those certain issues and subscribe to certain channels. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
I still don't check for them. So it was like, if I'm that much of an inconvenience, then pay me, and I'll let y'all have it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I heard that, but my thing is that mean you doing the right thing. Cause see, they don't like your truth. They don't like nobody being real around here. You see what I'm saying? But that mean you doing the right thing, cause you're not here to be liked anyway. Okay. So
Correct.
I advise you to keep doing what you're doing, okay? Because you must be, um, uh, like I said this morning, when you start talking too much truth to people, room shaker, that it's like a glitch in the system. You know what I mean? Like they be glitching out because you're telling too much truth and you messing with their delusion. You messing with their unreality reality. Do you see what I'm saying? So when I
Right.
heard you saying what you were saying last night, I was like, oh no, you doing the right thing. There's not a lot of truth speakers around here. Okay. So when you start talking truth, they start saying they don't like you and all of this and all of that and blah blah blah. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody like no. Don't people don't like what it say on the color paper? Folks don't like people being too proud or too free. Okay, meaning they don't like that you strong and you know how to stand alone. Okay, that's
Right.
all that means. That's
That's the
all.
that's the way I took it. So I'm gonna be honest with you. That was more of what I was letting them know. The reason
Hmm.
y'all like me, but the fact that y'all can't control me, y'all feel like I'm a
Exactly.
threat. But it's no
Hmm.
competition for me because I'm not on the clout chase. I'm not
Right.
finna sell my soul or crash out on the internet for a click and a view. So we is different.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Keep speaking your truth. You ain't got to acquiesce to nobody, okay? And you absolutely ain't got to go nowhere, and it ain't enough money for them to pay you off to not speaking who you are. See, some people they call us outliers, right? And the reason why they call people like us outliers is because they know that we are not controlled by the crowd. I am not controlled by the crowd. If I got something to say, I'm gonna say it. I don't care if you well liked, if you not well liked, it might be for you today and the next day. If you say something fucked up, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna tell my truth you know. And so that's how you don't acquiesce. That's how you don't join the crowd. That's how you don't do the group think. Okay, the people like us is not really popular, right? We the
Right.
most hated. But see, I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here to be popular. If I got to be ignorant and fall for some BS and follow a chicken head bitch like a Pizarro or any motherfucking body else, right? Trying to create a storyline. I'll go with it for the content, but as I'm going with it because I'm speaking the truth about it. I'm not following the storyline. I'm telling folks that hey, I believe this is A, B, C, and D, right?
Right.
So they call people like us outliers, and you do the same thing. And the reason why they call us outliers is because we can't be swayed, and we're gonna speak our truth. Let me speak for me. That's how I am, okay? But I notice you being the same way. So if they're feeling the way about you, honey, it means you're doing the right thing. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, all right?
Right.
So do it more. I'm just saying, okay? I was like, last night I was in the cloud talking about in my mind. I was like, room shaker, come over and sit with me. I didn't want to drop down and say that, but I heard you, man. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You're doing the right thing, actually. Okay.
Let's
And I'm
go.
glad to see somebody younger is out here, speaking the truth, man. I'm glad to see it.
Wait,
Not
younger.
acquiescing,
How old you think I am?
huh?
I said, how old you think I am?
I know you're younger than me.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
44
you're
to be
younger than me,
exact. I'm 44.
huh? You
I said
still
I'm
younger than me.
44. Right.
You,
Okay.
you younger than me. Girl, look, don't rush it. But no, man, like, yeah, I was like, no, room shaker, no, come over and sit with me. You be telling the truth, you be keeping it above. And so I'm
I'm
so
talking about
glad
as
you
far
feel
as that type of commentary, because it's like, why y'all want somebody to keep giving y'all the truth and y'all don't really want it? So I just don't care about covering what they do on here
right.
because that's what they bet on and count on. So
Hmm.
at this point, I feel like if people tired of it and want them to change, stop covering them because see, they need
That's
people
true.
to talk about them to make them relevant.
But see, you know what? Keep covering the content. But what you do is you tell the truth about what you see. So say that the big thing is what's going on, either Nyca or Lemon, right? Okay, you see it's BS. Well, I see it as BS. So that's what I'm commenting on. This what y'all want to do? This y'all story? Okay, we can talk about it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you my truth. Okay, now my truth ain't gotta be your truth, but my truth is my truth. And if I feel like it's BS, then that's my truth. It ain't a popular opinion because people want to be delusional and want to go with it. You know what I mean? And but I'm still gonna tell you my truth. This is what it is. You know what I mean?
Well, only part, like I told everybody, I didn't care about the pot. I didn't care if money came up short. I didn't care about none of that. My
Right.
issue was the part of playing with me and playing in my face. But after we
Yes.
sat here and we talked about it, I
Mm-hmm.
told her I'm gonna give her time because she said she grieving and focusing on self. So I'm gonna
Child.
wait till she come back and we can finish that conversation where we left off. So until then, I'm
Mm-hmm.
done with that whole equation because I feel like so many people keep talking about the money and the
Mm-hmm.
mishandling of the money, but they
No.
still gonna give up the money. So I don't care. Like
Right.
it's defeating the purpose even speaking on it, and that's why I
Mm-hmm.
say that would be something I will not be covering because at some point
Yeah.
they gonna feel some type of way if I start calling out the people that saying they donate and all this
Mm-hmm.
other stuff because. Okay, for the last couple of times, every competition, I see you the same person complaining about how your money being mishandled, but yet you still giving it. So what that make you a
Mm-hmm.
fool, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, they don't want that type of teaching, so yeah, I'm
Mm-mm.
just not gonna deal with it.
Well, for me, when I heard you talking about Nika, I felt like it was, in my opinion, I said, "Who say this sound like she really was disappointed in Nika?" You know what I mean? Not like you said, not cause of the money situation, cause she handled, cause of the way she was handling people that was trying to beat her for her. Like she handled you, how she allowed that chicken head to handle you. You know what I mean? And
Let's
so
say this.
uh,
Let me put it in my own words so you can get the correct understanding.
okay.
My issue was I watched these people say they mess with her, they
Mm-hmm.
love her, they got her back. But you the same one bringing mayhem her way. The
Mm-hmm.
protective spirit that I got over people that I deal with or
Yeah.
got a relationship, any type of relationship with,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna entrap them in so much drama and bull stuff. And mentally and emotionally, I know they ain't there, they ain't capable. So I feel like if you really care, but this is the way I look at it. If you really cared, you'll leave me alone and keep me out the mess. Or if you see that it's coming back down on me and I'm in a state of what you call that? Chemical welfare
Confusion.
with my own mind. I
Uh-huh.
will hope that you will let this shit die down until I'm able to come out and speak for myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause Pizaro
What?
made this a whole lot worse. It was like she
I mean,
died for attention. She ran up
yeah,
clicks and views. It was more of
yeah.
a clout chase. It wasn't like you was protecting your friend or you was
No,
out here woo banging for your friend because
no.
it wouldn't even got this bad if you wouldn't have been running around here dragging and picking on people and calling out people and
Yeah.
playing like you a spokesperson. And then now y'all mad because she came and sat down with me, Lady Lie and Buddy Lee, and she don't feel the same way y'all feel about the situation overall. And
Who you
she
say
meant
now?
things.
Who can say that? Did you say y'all?
No. Lady Nyca came
Lady
down.
Nika. Okay,
Yeah,
got
she came to Lady La panel and
you.
she
Mm-hmm.
sat down and talked to me, Buddy Lee, and Lady La. And a lot of people was in the uproar of it. So it still goes to show that y'all was trying to stir up mess. Because
Well,
they
can
said
you
she
tell me
shouldn't have did it. Why didn't she do it?
why is they in the uproar? Room shaker. Tell me why they in the uproar, because I don't know.
I was telling you because they wanted to stir up mass. They wanted this to
Okay.
happen because numbers is getting low. People ain't paying attention.
Mm,
Sometimes some people only can attract people to their channel when they produce drama. They
right.
ain't coming for the content because they don't give content. So for the content creators that actually do research and cover a plethora of things, like we
Hmm.
got a lot of options we can tap into because our mind is not on a one way track. So
Right.
it's different for us. But for ones that gotta have a back and forth just to stay relevant, yeah, they
Yeah.
gotta come a little harder and stir up beef and
Yeah.
manufacture beefs. Like I'm not for that.
Yeah. Well, Pizarro is a parasite. You see what I'm saying? And she jump on, yeah, because she don't have a storyline in the B sector. Now you may or may not know that, but Zara ain't never had a motherfucking storyline in the B sector. She just always has been a parasite, a leech. So she leech on to people, right? And then she sucked the blood out of them, and then she moved the freak on, like she leeched on to Brianna, right? She leeched
Mm,
on to Brianna. She got her channel started. That's how her channel started getting numbers and all of this and all that. Now Brianna may never say it, but I know at one point in time Brianna had to feel a way about Pizarro's because Pizarro's chat at one point in time had got more popular. In some ways still is more popular than Brianna, but the way Pizarro got her following is leeching out for Brianna. Do you see what I'm saying? And so when you
mm,
see her over there doing something like that to Nyca, but then she moving it right along. It's cause she done got what she need to get out of it. You know what I mean? She done got she the cloud chaser. She is straight up. She beyond the cloud chaser. She a parasite, a blood sucker, a leech. Do you see what I'm saying? So when after she stirred up trouble, she got all that stuff started between really you and Lady Nyca, and she was standing that stuff about Lady La. Now I don't know where the Buddy Lee thing came into it up, but it all spiraled out of control. But it all started with Pizarro. But see, you have to hold Nyca accountable too, because at the end of the day, Nyca is a grown woman. That is her channel. She could have stopped Pizarro, because you and Lady La and the music guy, y'all have y'all own, personal thing going on with Nyca now. Now, as far as Lady La and Buddy Lee, he did her music. Lady La did the calendars, from what I understand. You have really tried to be, really you know, stand behind her, be a rock in her alleged time of storm or whatever. Really kind of be protected. And it's like she slapped y'all in the face, in my opinion, for her trifecta, for the ones that really threw her under the bus and kind of left her there, right? Because they don't want that kind of heat on them. See, if you think about it, and I don't know if you've been around long enough, but when it comes to Brianna, Pizarro, and Nyca really is the weakest link, right? So that's why Pizarro, for instance, disrespects her openly. Now, Bree and Lady Nyca ain't always been friends either. But I guess back in the TSCC days, but I guess they're real cool now, allegedly, or whatever the hell is going on. So, and then Nyca really can't even stand alone for real. Nyca gotta have a group, so she feel like for whatever reason she can't disassociate it, with this group, and she got a history of it. This ain't the first time this done happen, but you can't be, when people is truly supporting you, no matter what sector they're from, it is like slapping somebody in the face when you come at them the way that you do. Number one, you could have stopped Pizarro. You could have been like, hey, I like Room Shaker. Me and Buddy Lee, we cool. We do business together. Me and Lady La, we cool. We do business together. You can't be talking to them like that. You can't be blocking them. That's really all she had to say. But for the fact that she didn't do that, it should tell you like, she got a flaw, and her flaw is she has a lack of integrity. So when I see y'all having grievances with her as well, it's just like that y'all see behind the rebranding now. Y'all see the real her, so it is what it is. That's just how I feel about it. You know, I thought it was just real in poor taste for her to move like that. Now I don't know. They said that she was trying to backpedal. She was talking to you and Lady La, I guess, and Buddy Lee too. And so, do you know? Do you feel like she was backpedaling?
no, because she did exactly what I wanted to do, so I'm satisfied with the outcome
What you
of it.
do? Uh huh.
Um, I said, only thing I ever wanted, so it goes to show she was listening to me. I said, only thing I ever wanted is for you to speak for yourself, because I said this
Mm-hmm.
because I knew what was coming. And I just said, if it's
Mm-hmm.
ever an issue, I want you to address me for yourself. I can talk to
Right.
you and humble myself to hear you out, because I ain't got no ill will towards you. But
Right.
a person running around here disrespecting me, anybody that know my track record on the board know if you come for me, I'm fighting back. And I don't care who
Exactly.
you is. But it
Exactly.
ain't so much that she could turn this our relationship. It was the fact that I was seeing you come out here to respond to other things that was being said and mentioned, and you didn't come out here to do no straightening. Like, wait a minute,
Mm-hmm.
Room Shaker wasn't kicking my back in. Room Shaker was only in the
Right.
chat speaking. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
say nothing bad about me. So stop saying she did this and she did that. And then she
Mm-hmm.
said she didn't acknowledge that, because I got pissed. The reason what made me do a response live is because I got timed out, but I hit her link the same day as Billie Jean live, and I got
Mm-hmm.
up there and talked to her. She said she didn't have no issue. So when they kept trying to make her explain why my wrench wasn't removed, I'm like, they want you to take my wrench, just take my wrench. That didn't mean I was gonna stop supporting you. That didn't mean that I wasn't gonna be in your thing. But then she said it hurt her feelings when people told her I unsubscribed. I say, if somebody timed me out in your chat and I did nothing wrong but type my
Right.
feelings, and I just left your panel saying the same thing to you without being hostile or angry, like,
Right.
I would take that as playing in my face because I thought you did it. But she said
Yeah.
no, one of the managing mods had to do it. So I don't think, she said she wasn't aware of it. So I can only take her
But
word
I
for it.
disagree. I think she was absolutely aware of it. Um, Nyca is not stupid. Nyca been around here longer than me and you. Okay.
Right.
So that's disingenuous in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. You see what I'm saying? She knew exactly what Pizarro was doing. Nika know all the motherfucking ropes. I think that she do feel a way about anybody that supposed to say that they was cool with her being over there in Billie Jean's. I don't know why. Because that production was Billie Jean's production is always just what come out of people's mouth, right? And so, but people got a right to go where they want to go. You know what I mean? So for her to have, uh, it's like she was co-signing whatever Pizarro was saying because she wasn't her feelings about it. So I don't know if you felt that energy, because it is her channel. At the end of the day, you have to take accountability as to what goes on your panel. So how can you say that you didn't know they was telling you the time that she didn't know that they was telling, saying what they were saying in the chat or whatever, because she can read. She was reading the whole thing. She was watching the whole thing. And that's why I was asking you, did you feel like she was over there trying to niggas explain? Because if she was over there doing anything but saying, I fucked up, I was in my feelings at the time, what I mean? I really hate that this happened. You know what I mean? You can humble yourself, but for the fact that you didn't do that, evidently, you didn't feel like it was nothing wrong. Now I noticed when she came back to drag Ronnie Q, because Ronnie Q was in the chat over there. Like I said, I didn't hear the whole thing, but I've seen Ronnie Q in the chat. So why is you feeling you got misdirected anger? You really upset with Room shaking them, but you want to say something to Ronnie Q? That's a punk move, in
Well, I
my
don't
opinion.
think she
And you
was
changed
upset
the
with.
she changed her she even changed her entry back to her old entry. So if you ain't got a problem with Buddy Lee, why you take his entry that your intro, his intro down and put that old intro back up? That's passive aggressive.
Well, yeah, and then plus it was people outsiders or her crew telling her to do it.
Well, she still you got to be accountable though, Room Shaker. She
I,
got to be accountable.
I understand, but see, I don't care about none of that. I ain't gonna lie.
I know. I know it's just a principle. But see,
Because
for
she said
me,
that basically, I know it's different ways to grieve, and I know
mhm.
sometimes that your thoughts don't be all the way intact because
but
the
but but
emotions
but
be involved.
how long? Wait a minute, Room Shaker. How long is she gonna be able to run with this I'm grieving scenario? How long are you gonna be able to do that? You know what I
I
mean?
ain't
And I
making
know,
wait. I ain't making no excuses for her. I
I
very
know,
much hold her accountable, but
yeah,
I'm
I
just saying,
know.
I'm just to the point where, like I told her, because she
Mm-hmm.
said it so many times during our sit down, that I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
some at this point, stop saying that and just go grieve, and then I'll wait till you
Right.
come back. So
But if
that's
you
where I'm at
grieving
with it.
so bad, why is you online arguing with people and deflecting and stuff and nigga explaining or nigga explaining as I call it? if you grieving so much, you done told the whole story about your daddy's funeral, and you losing your damn wig, and you getting a good Kiki out of that, but you grieving so much. See, I disagree. Okay, not with you, with her using that as an excuse. Because when it comes to this YouTube thing, that whole grieving thing, that's an excuse. Because if I done lost my sister and my daddy and my whoever, I wouldn't have the energy to be on here. Because I've lost loved ones back to back. Okay, I lost my daddy, my grandma, and my grandmama. My daddy, my mama, and my grandmama back to back. Do you see what I'm saying? This was years ago, before I even start doing the internet thing, right? I was young, right? So it put me in a place that I was so dark to where if it had not been for my husband refusing to leave me alone, I don't know where I would have been right now. That's a hole I dug myself in. Hold on a minute, okay? Let me get this phone. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Hey y'all to the chat. She might have had a call or something, and she'll be right back. Well, one good thing about Brian, at least he doesn't have to lie to do content. LOL. He stands in his mess. What Brian do? What I miss? Gotta catch up on a lot of lives because they said it was a showdown between Pastor and Quani. It girl, did they say Pastor got attacked on the panel? So it's a lot of things I gotta go look at too. Like I gotta go catch up on some commentary because y'all running them up. Yeah, I got a lot of notifications sitting on the panel, so I will go catch up in a minute. What would y'all like to talk about? Y'all can put something in the chat and I can give y'all a response to it if y'all need be. Uh I don't know what's going on. I seen Olivia when she hit YouTube camera chat panel to talk to Sassy. Um I guess she was over there cussing Pizaro out, y'all. She was dragging her for life. Like it was funny as hell. I don't know how she does it, but we don't know how people grieve. That's absolutely true. That's why I say respectfully, I can wait.
Hey, girl, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, but like I said, no, we don't know how people grieve, and there's no time limit on grieving either. Do you see what I'm saying? All I was saying was like, and then you can't tell nobody how to grieve, and maybe she does come on here to find a peace of mind, or not to think about it or whatever. But some stuff is extra, right? To me, some stuff comes across as disingenuous, right? It comes across as and then you have to know Nika's history on her, right? So it's like, have you ever heard the story of the boy that cried wolf? You know that story, right? The boy kept saying he was seeing the wolf, and he never was seeing the wolf, but he was saying it for attention. But the one time the wolf was getting ready to attack him, he was crying and nobody believed him, and the wolf attacked him and killed him. And that's because he cried wolf so much that nobody believed him when he really was in need of help. So that's kind of how I view Nika. You don't never know if she crying wolf or not, and she maybe could be grieving, but and you can't tell nobody how to grieve, but how you got time to be on here doing all this snake ish? That's just my thing. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I can see through the BS. I'm sorry. I can just see through the BS. I don't know how she does it. But we don't know how to. Yeah, I don't. But like I was saying, I lost people, back to back to back as well, and I was dang near inconsolable. And but that was just my plight. I mean, I didn't want to talk to nobody, not my sisters, not nobody, right?
Right.
And so, and like I said, this was years ago. I was young, younger than you are now. and so maybe that played a part in it too. But it really messed up my mentals to this day, honey. I ain't playing with a full deck. I ain't ashamed to say it, but I should not be the oldest person in my family at my age because I lost all my elders.
Right.
you know. And so I just and then I just was a little triggered, honestly, when she came on here talking about she was more. It seemed like she was more worried about losing her, allegedly losing her wig, as opposed to um, you know, telling us how you felt about your father's funeral. I don't know, just something off to me, you know. And so that's just me, And so yeah, she is a great storyteller. She's a great story. I got a good little Kiki. I got a good little laugh out of the story about the wig, and she kept saying, "I lost my coif," and all I seen was her going through the whole funeral with a wig cap on. I'm like, girl, you ain't even wrap your head up. And then I was looking, I was asking people at the repast for 35 minutes. And I was like, damn, not 25, not 29, 35 exactly. And I know it was 35 minutes because I was looking at my watch. I'm like, huh? You overdoing it a bit. So anyway, having said all of that, I don't know. Nika play too much. This ain't the first time. It ain't gonna be the last. She loved her a good little pity party, but I see what you saying. But she still was very. I don't think that she handled the situation appropriately, but that's just me. You know what I mean? We got a right to our opinions. And in my opinion, she know she didn't handle it appropriately. And if she was over there trying to nigga explain, you know what I mean, she didn't do it in the right way. Else people still wouldn't be talking about it. Okay, now I don't know what happened at the Buddy Lee person's panel yesterday. But YouTube cameras, she tried to keep it equal. So I don't know if they was dragging her or not, or in her defense, what happened? Can you tell me what happened over there
Over where?
at Buddy Lee's?
I stayed in there. Where did I walk out? I left out when he was playing Rick Reed video because that's what made me go hit the live. Because
Mm.
everybody was saying that Rick Reed directed that video towards me. And I was like,
Mm.
Rick Reed didn't say my name. He said 88 name. So that ain't got nothing to do with me because I ain't Mo 3 Sector.
Mm. Yeah, now I don't know. I didn't listen to Rick Reed's video, but I heard he was over there, talking in defense of Nyca or something like, as a response to Buddy Lee's video. So I thought he was talking about Buddy Lee.
Mm.
I mean, that's like I
Yeah, but
said, I ain't went over
he
to
called
listen.
out some names and then he said some stuff about the multi sector too. But ain't
Uh huh.
nobody checking for girl. I don't care. Like I told him, I'm only worried about me. I ain't out here to jump to nobody's defense. So I'm only gonna worry about me
Right.
on this app because that's what everybody else do.
Right. Max Boogie said, nah, he was talking about La and Buddy. I'm assuming Rick Reed was talking about La and Buddy. Okay. Thank you, Max. It's like I said, I didn't go over there to listen to it. Uh, but I assumed it was about I think that he trying to turn it into a sector issue, because it's not a sector issue, it's a Nika issue. Do you see what I'm saying? So, that's my opinion on it. That's a Nika issue. And I also heard the discussion of people saying, well, why nobody ain't swinging for Nika and all of it? Because they ain't supposed to. It's a Nika issue. She the one got these relationships, with a Buddy Lee or a Lady Lie or even you. But as far as a business relationship, if you giving a man money for a service, which is his playing his music, that's a business relationship. If you giving Lady Lie money for her candles, that's a business relationship, and you should have handled that differently. And so if they have, now I understand she had to pay the man $100, right? She had from I seen the cash app on her timeline, and she said she didn't know she owed him $100. I'm thinking, okay, but that is what it is. So, but then I was wondering, well, why did this out? Do you know what made him go on and tell Nika that she owed him $100? Do you know what brought that on?
you gotta see you. That's why you need to watch that live, Olivia, because he played it in the live, but I kind of tuned out what she was saying. But
Mm-hmm.
Pizarro did a live dragging
Mm,
him and
mm,
said that he was he was using the women for the titty contest, the chest
mm.
wear t-shirt contest, and
Wait a
all
minute, I
that.
thought she said that was her husband.
Who said that? I ain't never
No,
heard. I ain't never heard Pizarro call Buddy Lee her husband.
which one was the online husband then? It wasn't Buddy Lee?
No, it was claiming somebody name. She claiming Broadway, but Broadway don't
Oh,
want her, girl. It's for
Broadway. Okay, so that's the panel she got tapped out for. But anyway, what she said about Buddy Lee?
she was saying that he was using these women and getting money, extorting and getting money off of them. For the wet t-shirt contest. And she had a lot of stuff to say. He played it, but I tuned her out because I don't want to hear what she got to say. Like he played it on his live, so that's why I say you got to catch his live because he played everything she had to say before he responded.
Well, did he drag her?
Yeah, he touched up
Well, good,
nicely.
good. He was supposed. That's all I want to hear. Or did he drag her chicken head ass? Okay, so okay, cause she talked too
Mhm.
goddamn much and she want too much attention. Okay,
But
and
see,
now,
he didn't mess
uh,
with her no way because she used to do stuff, and Lady Nyca had to check her one time about that. And,
mm,
that's what made it Lady Nyca. Lady Nyca said she don't care what problems Pizarro got with him. Pizarro need to stop timing him out when he come in her chat. And
oh,
she did address Pizarro, and Pizarro said, "So you choosing him over Beef Sector and stuff like
what?
that." Like it's
Oh,
like she want to let make sure Lady Nyca know that you only
mm,
allowed to rock with B sector folks because she done said this a couple of times because she done tried to do that to ODS. Like
mm,
you want them
mm,
to choose people and you don't want them to have no outside allies. But if y'all ever decide to treat them wrong or try to black them out, like it's
mm-hmm.
gonna be the allies that they align with that's gonna help them keep going. So like I tell everybody, don't never let nobody on here box you in to where you only
Right,
relying on one sector because they just
exactly.
try to starve you out and work together and make sure you don't get no clicks and views.
Mm, mm. Girl, that's ridiculous. But I mean, like, who the fuck do Pizarro think she is? And who is and Nika is wrong for letting her even Pizarro post been put in her place years ago. God damn it. Hold on, baby, hold on.
Pissy is the reason behind most of Nika drama. That's what a lot of people came and commented on a video I did, and they said they've been telling Lady Nika to drop Pizarro because Pizarro been bringing drama and trouble her way. And I'm like, hey, I don't care about their relationship. I don't deal with. I don't like her, so it is what it is. Uh, accusing Buddy Lee and them of cloud chasing, but Nika associate with them. That's what I'm saying. How could you cloud chase all people? Like, I don't know why she thinks she's the cloud. Like, I'm
Hmm.
just saying,
I know
equally
that's
yoked.
right.
Everybody is equally yoked on here. Everybody got people that like them. Everybody got people that don't like them. But ain't none of
Exactly.
these people clout for me. Like, no.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
I support you because you support me.
Exactly. I know that's right. Thank you, Creole Butterfly. Hey, everybody that came in, accusing Buddy Lenium of cloud chasing. Yeah, like I said, look, whether y'all want to believe it or not, Pizarro is the biggest cloud chaser on here because the heifer ain't got a storyline. Okay, that's why she got to start so much chaos. All right, that's the only reason why people even watch her because she start the most drama and because she is disgusting, right? And she started. That's why nobody can't stand her for real. Okay, except them chicken head intels over there that's just like her. Okay, Now that's just how I feel about the heifer. I am not freaking impressed. She can't even articulate her motherfucking stance. Oh, wanna be smart, bitch. Oh, wanna know how to read, bitch. Okay? Oh, wanna have common sense, bitch. You know, and for them niggas to think she running something is beyond me. But anyway, sorry about that. Sorry about that, baby. I
You
can't.
good?
I don't
Hey,
understand how she's
Creole.
supposed to be the cloud. Huh?
I said you good, and I said hey to Creole.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Creel, for putting my child. I didn't know what title I had in there this morning. I couldn't even enjoy my coffee cause chickenhead Pizaro down in over at YTC's chat when I'm talking about Sassy, you know, and her fake motherfucking ass. Okay, she down in the chat. I always got something to say. Shut up, bitch. Sit your dumb ass in the corner and sit down and learn some. Bitch, read a book. Get your stupid ass offline sometime. Lord, Room Shaker done left me. I'm sorry, Room Shaker. Yeah, that girl get on my nerves. She get on my last nerve. I be running this. I be running Room Shaker off when I be getting in my moods. Okay, when I pull away from someone, it's not because of others, right? It's because I see S that I don't like and want no parts of it. I know that's right, Cool Storm. Okay, Room Shaker, check. Yeah, I know how you feel. Yeah, y'all, I'm sorry for the interruptions. Y'all know I be getting calls around about this time. I absolutely understand, Room Shaker. Girl, come back up if you want to. Let me know. I just didn't want to run you off, baby. But yeah, child. But y'all, I don't know how Nyca do it. She got the patience of Job. Do you hear me? Because I've been there and cussed that heifer out and moved it right along. Okay. Now we could have been still been see Nyca's probably Nyca wouldn't be in this trouble right now if she would have put the chicken head in her place a long time ago. Okay. Because really at the end of the day, in my opinion, Brianna, she's still calling her bestie, all this stuff. Brianna don't like her like that. And she knows she don't. Now she'll come out and cuss me out, of course, before she cuss out her, alleged bestie and say I don't know what I'm talking about. But Pizarro ain't nothing but a parasite. I mean, like, ugh, really? Just ugh. And then you see that picture of her. She got them bug eye glasses on with all that nappy hair up under that dusty hat. I mean, she looked dusty. She looked dry. She don't look like she moisturized her lips, her face, her skin, or nothing else. And then she got the unmitigated gall to come out here and talk about the way somebody else look. That's the reason why she want to see how everybody else live. And y'all remember when her car was broke down and she supposed to been in a house? And then I think she said she was in the garage. No, bitch, you was in your house, bitch. You probably sleep on a motherfucking air mattress, bitch. It was such a bad echo in that motherfucking house, but you probably ain't even got no motherfucking furniture. And bitch, if you was in the garage, it was even too bad of an echo in the garage, honey. Okay, you ain't got no stuff to put in the garage. Like I go, anyway, I digress. But you ain't fooling nobody. You ain't fooling me. Okay, you know that stuff coming out about you is you. Okay, it's just that people will run with a lie, like I said, till they can't lie no more. Okay? Just like they're running with this lemon thing just because it's boring around here and it really ain't nothing else to talk about. So, okay, let's run with that lie. That's why I put that part on my title, Pose Star Lemon. Y'all remember that show called Pose? It's not on now, and it was about it was a trans women, and then there was one trans woman. She had the gay boyfriend, but he wasn't trans, and she was a model. Y'all remember Pose, right? And so that's why I said Pose starring Lemon, right? He ain't nothing but a poser because he wanted to pose trans women on the inside, okay, with all that them hips and booty that he got, right? He got more hips and booty than a whole bunch of women's around here, all right, online, right? A couple of them that we don't see. What, yeah? I mean, he got baby making hips, don't he? I was like, honey. I bet when they seen him for the first time after he done hyped her all up, she was like, oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm going to get him back for getting me all hyped up for nothing. Cause he a girl like me. He wanted them if I was a boy type Negroes. Okay, that's what he is. Child. Mm-mm. Still try to nigga explain away grinder. Child, it is not working for me. Okay? Mm-mm. 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 Nope. You was on there cause you was on there for what it was intended for. In my opinion, he was. Child, just nasty. Okay? Just nasty. Not nasty because he was on her. Nasty because he a liar. And nasty because these weak heifers, the lemonettes, still going for Lolo. You Lolo, now you know you like. See, especially these older women. This would get me. Like Krista and Lolo and all them. Oh, exactly. Exactly. That people should ignore Pizarro and concentrate on her. No, honey, you need to put Pizarro in her place. You sound that sound weird. That is not an excuse. Nope, not good enough for me. Okay, it ain't good. I don't. They be trying to give you grace and mercy, girl, Nyca. I know you running game on her. Oh, I'm grieving. If you was grieving, you wouldn't be on her acting like this, girl. Talking about your quaff and doing all this arguing back and forth and misdirecting your anger. But you grieve. Okay, girl. Okay, Nyca. All right, child. So pretty much Nyca saying Pizarro ain't going. She ain't leaving her trifecta alone. She if she threw her, Nyca had a history of throwing people under the bus. Just like Read My Book had been a faithful follower of Nyca for years, right? Pizarro didn't like Just Read My Book. And instead of Nyca putting Pizarro in her place about Just Read My Book, she threw Just Read My Book away. Okay? That's why Just Read My Book ain't over there anymore. But Just Read My Book had been over on Nyca's shoot, but before I came to the beef sector. Okay? Just way back in the day. She just kicked her to the curb for Pizarro. And then you got this. What's that other girl she did? She supposed to loved her so much. What's her name? Hayes J. The way they did her up there, Nyca allowed it, and that was her mod. If she really cared for her mods the way that she said she cared for her mods, then why was Hayes J allowed to be treated that way? Lemon on my mama being Lord, what a day. So nigga, you full of ass. Like you can run that. Oh, I'm so pitiful. I'm going through the stages of grief. And can't nobody tell. Oh, girl, shut the fuck up. Cause you lying. Okay? You running a pity party. All right, that's how you running, bitch. That's how she did us. All that respect to her. Yeah, cause that's how she moved. Girl, nobody say fuck her. I know her. The fuck? Hold on, let me see this Kiki. Kiki?
Hey, Miss Olivia.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
What's up with the voice?
Oh, that's this microphone I got. It's everybody. This microphone make me sound deep.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. What's going on, baby doll?
I'm just chilling. I came holler at you because I ain't talked to you in a while.
I know, but Kiki, let me ask you this. Okay, I'm so glad you hit this link because I was getting a Kiki out of this the other day. You
What?
remember? Okay, so you remember when you came out when Bazaar was writing you about the kids or whatever, and you
Hmm.
said, "Well, shoot, you used to call me your YouTube husband." Now, how long did she lie and say that never happened? And you remember when I said she ain't lying, Kiki? I remember it. Do you remember that happening? That
Yeah,
conversation? But
yeah,
now she claiming that you was her first husband. Ain't that something?
yeah,
Talk
yeah.
about
She
what?
yeah she's starting to tell everybody now.
Ain't that
But
something?
at first I don't know why she was doing it at first.
Hmm, hmm. She's a liar. She's a liar.
What
I guess she
what
feel
happened?
like it's
Y'all
cool
beefing?
now. Who me? I always got something to say about that chicken head. We ain't never gonna be cool. It just is what it is. No, but no, we ain't beefing. I don't beef no more, Kiki. Somebody said
Yeah.
Ken got cussed out. I was hollering. Why? Who cussed you out, Kiki?
Sonny probably cussed me. Oh, Sonny cussed me out last night.
Oh Lord, what you do?
Uh, I'm always doing something. You know me.
That's why I said what you do.
Yeah, I'm always doing. We cool now though, but I be antagonizing her a little bit, getting on her
I
nerves.
figured that. You wrong for that, Kiki.
Yeah, that you know I'm crazy. Shout
I
out to the
tell
chat. I
on.
see Room Shaker and Auntie Creole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
she was
you
up here. I started going. I started. I got sidetracked on dragging the chicken head. So yeah.
yeah, you cutting up this morning. Yeah, I've been
Uh-huh.
listening.
You a mess. Because you know this game. All Kiki. Now you know you've
What
been around
about
for a
all right?
while.
I see. I miss your views on Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
What you
That he
had to say
gay.
about that?
He gay. He embarrassed because he got. He told on himself with the grinder thing. He been trying to walk it back ever since. But I've been saying he gay. My gator ain't never wrong, okay? I've been
Yeah,
saying it. That's why he don't care for me way back before this happened. And then my thing is Krista, I told her how I felt about him. She said she didn't see that in him. You go from not seeing that he gay to calling him tangerine. So that means you knew he was gay the whole time. Like,
and she was playing with him.
right. Now that y'all not cool no more, he a tangerine all of a sudden. Since you ain't the beard no more. You know what I mean?
Now, now that's what I want to ask you, Mister, because everybody else don't want to tell me what that is. What
Hmm.
is a beard? I
A
thought they was
beard
talking about
is
on your face.
no, a beard is when like you covering for a gay man, right? Like say these down low men they married,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they wife know that they gay, right? So
Right.
but she covering for like say he a professional, right? And he in his profession in his mind it wouldn't be cool for him to come out and say that he gay to the world, right? So he got a
Yeah.
wife, but his wife know he gay, but she making it seem like he just straight, married
Oh,
man, and so
that's
they call it a
sick.
beard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sick. That's why they catch stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. That is why, in my opinion, one of the reasons why but when it comes to heterosexual women and HIV, that's why the numbers are so high. Cause they messing with these down low men.
Down.
Either they
Yeah.
don't know or they are cool with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So either
I
way.
agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and before I leave, you know another problem that I have with a lot of these content creators in the beef sector,
What's that?
they let Tulsa get on the panel and attack the black women and lie on the straight men.
Just God. I don't know what's wrong with Mr. Tussa over there. That thing is ridiculous. But see, Jay Wilson, he love him some Tulsa because see what the stuff that be coming out of Tulsa's mouth. That's how Jay Wilson feel.
Yeah, I
You
believe so.
know. So that's why Jay Wilson don't mind him up on that panel saying all that stuff. I mean, that Tulsa, he got so gross. I was listening to Jay Wilson one night. I really don't like to go over there no more because Tulsa was actually comparing his vagina, which he don't have one,
Oh.
to Uppity vagina. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, huh? And then Uppity was like, well, I got kids. I done had kids. He was like, I got kids too. I'm like, so you far so far in your delusion that you comparing your invisagina to her actual organ, the organ that
Right.
she was born with. I'm thinking the
And the
nerve of
white
you.
man kids, she wanted to be hers.
Child,
Yeah,
ain't never procreated, ain't never made nothing his own self, but claiming somebody else's children. In your mind, you so delusional, like you done had them kids. Like, are you crazy? Like she suffered from she more than just see some treat people suffer from what do you call it? Not all of them, but some of them suffer from oh I forgot the name of it. When
I
it's the
think he got
body
a mental
dysmorphia.
illness.
No, he does have a mental illness, body dysmorphia. I think that Tulsa suffers from body dysmorphia
Mm-hmm.
disorder because he's delusional time 10. Let me see who this is, Kiki. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Miss Creole. Yeah, he delusional times 10. You know what I mean? The stuff that come out of his mouth, Kiki, I don't see, but let's see, I try not to is this you Miss
Miss
Creole was
Creole.
not letting you connect. Drop down and come back, baby. It's not letting me add you to the panel. It's not letting me. Here it go. Got you. Is this you, Miss Creole? Miss Creole? Kiki, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Miss Creole, we can't hear you if you're talking. Miss Creole, we drop down and come back because we can't hear you. Somebody type in the chat, tell Miss Creole we can't hear her. But anyway, Kiki, like I was saying, that thing suffer from body dysmorphia. And then my thing is, I
We can
hey,
hear
I can
now.
hear you now.
Okay. It's StreamYard. I got to report in with them. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. You go ahead. What's going on, honey?
Hey nephew. I was gonna say
Good morning,
that I
Auntie.
typed that I didn't through. Yeah, it's that I do not like the plays. I was one that never
Mm-hmm.
said it was a play.
Mm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a big difference between old school beef sector and
Mm-hmm.
new school is that old school beef sector,
Mm-hmm.
that beef was legitimate. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it
It was
was real.
organic beef.
Like a
Kiki, remember? He was here for the
Yep.
real beef.
I was here for it. Yep.
yeah, yeah. And so the new one, like at 12 o'clock, they cussing each other out, dragging each other's children or whatever. And then
Mm-hmm.
by 3 o'clock,
And
they
they
at each
cool.
other's panel.
Ain't
Yeah.
that
And I'm
something?
like, huh? You know.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that's
You
just
know,
me.
when
And
we
to
used to
us,
do that in 2019, we beefing the whole year. We
Hell
ain't no
yeah.
coming
okay,
back.
Hell no.
okay.
We was beefing for
It was
real, for
true.
real.
Yep.
But
And I'm
Kiki
seeing,
and Creole, don't y'all Creole and Kiki, y'all gotta admit, this whole circle YouTube, it's real weak. Now tell the truth, y'all. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's garbage. I said that. Yeah, it's
mm-mm.
garbage.
They
I
real
know.
weak.
I tried to get up on Lolo's last night because I wanted to really talk to Lemon instead of typing it in the chat. Because I know his thing is he said he's the biggest content creator with the big check. Not that he's the biggest,
Hmm.
but his money is the biggest over here. And I was
Mm.
gonna tell him actually, if you just want to know whose money's the biggest over here, I would say it's Spy Babes, and I'll tell you why. She comes on, she don't ask for super chat. She automatically gets them and she gets
Yeah,
cash out.
yeah.
So, and I mean, they ain't no
Yeah, she get
small
cake.
amounts
But you
either.
know, Five Babe always done got cake down, don't when she can.
Yep.
Right.
She ain't
And
gotta
so that's
ask
what I
for it.
want. Yeah. That's what I wanted to tell him. Like, she don't even have to be on her, but when she show up, they,
Mm-hmm.
boom, 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 everybody's sending her that
Yeah.
money. And I was telling ODS that I said, if you
Mm-hmm.
keep on, I said, you may end up being like her because people love when ODS come on and they beginning
Yeah.
to send him cash apps and, stuff like that. So I like
Mm-hmm.
ODS. I do.
Well, Lemon, for him to be making as much money he's saying, look what he gotta give up. Like he be on 9, 10 of them hours a day, every day. How can you sustain that? That is not sustainable. I mean, like even mentally, like say you ain't got nothing else to do, right? Sit at home and be online half a day, right? How can you mentally deal with something like that every single day online? Like how do you absorb that mentally? So how long can he sustain that? Now he talking about he running the play and you really ain't gay. No, nigga, yes you are. You know you are. But you trying to turn it into content and you saying you doing it for dollars, but what you really trying to do is walk back the embarrassment. Cause you saying you don't feel no kind of way, but yes you do. But
And that's why
okay.
I wanted to ask him, not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to be funny now, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like he was delayed, like a mental situation. I felt
Mm,
like he's a delayed person because just some things that you should know. Like sometime when I did drop down to look at him, on his live, a lot of
mm,
things he should know he don't. And I'm
mm.
like, well, maybe he's a delayed in maybe he's had like a issue growing up in his
Girl,
developmental
let me tell
stage.
you
So
something. He ain't delayed to the point to where he can't lie. I'll tell you that.
okay,
Cause he lied his tail off. All
I'm
right.
on mute.
Now, Kiki, you gotta admit, ain't no straight man gonna have no grinder on his phone.
No.
I mean,
No. No. No.
not
No.
even
No.
for no, content. Ain't straight men don't move like that. Now, come on now. And then Jay Wilson got mad when Malik was saying that, but it's the truth.
That and that's what I don't get. And another thing is if Malik don't like or agree with gay men, we can't hold him against that. That's just how he
Mm-mm.
grew up.
Right.
I mean,
So
Right.
Kiki, you just hit on it. Okay, I did a live
But he
last
got
week.
a right to his choice, though. You
That's
right,
my
know, just let
point.
me say this, Creole. Hold on. He got a right. If he feel like he ain't feeling that, he got a right to feel that way. Just like Jay Wilson got a right to not like it, but that's still his right.
right. And that
Okay,
don't
so
mean that he have any dealings with a gay man because they be trying to use that just
Right.
because some of the straight men don't agree with the gay men, they automatically got dealings with them or they fooling with them behind the scenes. That's
Ain't
not
that
true.
something?
okay,
That
that's
is
what
not
triggered
true.
me. That's what triggered me last week. Okay, because y'all know I'll be over with pieces sometime, and
Mm-hmm.
and she had Ro up there, and
Hmm.
Ro was talking about whatever Tussa. Okay, I've seen Tussa myself, and this is my opinion. Try to hint that Noble was
Mm,
liking her, even though now he's found out that she's part man. And
mm-hmm.
so Ro noticed that, excuse me, Honest Ro noticed that, and he brought it up, right? So
Hmm.
I did a live last week about that. I said, what is a straight man supposed to do if he politely tells you, no, thank you, I'm not, I'm not into that and everything. But the gay man gets mad and start, trying to make it seem like, yeah, you like me, are you into it, are you behind the scene, and blah. I said, what is gay men supposed to do? So that
Mm.
right
Hmm.
there, that made a whole. So we doing part two tomorrow, and I was hoping to get some more straight men to come over there and rep, because I got
I'll be there. I'll be
okay
there.
for real.
Yeah,
Thank
that'll
you.
be a good honest
Yeah.
conversation because see, here's the thing: you can't browbeat these straight men into
Right, that's not
accepting you if
fair.
they don't want to. That's not right. You know
And
what
I
I
said,
mean?
it's
You
not like
can't.
they saying they agree, they disagree with your lifestyle. Your lifestyle, your lifestyle.
Right.
I said, but if they tell
Right.
you, I'm not interested in that, what else do you want them to do?
Right.
It was good because
And
I,
then
like I
like
said,
at
I get a lot of
Tulsa,
men that support me, and I'm glad.
yeah,
But
like at Tulsa, be talking about let me talk to your husband and all of this. I'm like, you are disrespectful and you are rude. You ain't even that cute. You look like a nigga about the body and the face. So I don't know what it is that you trying to. You getting online. I hope you ain't acting like this offline. You can't be. Because if you are, ain't no telling how many times you done been beat up acting like that. See, sometimes the one thing I noticed too that sometimes it seemed like to me that some straight or some gay men they go after heterosexual men,
Yep.
and that's why they think they in competition with women. You see what I'm saying? Because they want that heterosexual man, that's fooling with that heterosexual woman.
Yep.
So they take that as some kind of challenge or something. For some, I ain't saying it's that way for all of them, but it seems like that's that way for some gay men. I'm just gonna keep it above. Going by some of the stuff I done heard on here. But can't you get hurt like that?
I think a lot of them have been hurt like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Because it's like, no, I'm not interested, but thanks, and they go on, but then it's like a slap in their face. Because I think sometimes, and I'm not speaking for, because I'm not gay, so I can't speak for gays, but what I've seen is that they take that as a disrespect. Like, how come you don't want me? Why don't you
mm,
want me? Yeah, you want me. You
right,
just, and I think, and my question was legitimate. What is a straight man supposed to do? Because
right.
then when he gets mad and he come out of that bag, then he's got to hate, somehow he just hate homosexuals. He's a homophobic, and no, he's not. He just ain't into you.
Right. Honey, they done called me homophobic so long for so many years, I don't care no more.
I never
They
thought
come
you
for
was a
me.
homophobe. I just thought that you was
Thank you.
a straight black woman
Mm.
giving your opinion.
And if they
Period.
come for me, I'm coming. If they go low with me, if you could call me a B, I can call you a F word. You see how that works? But see, some they done made people feel so bad. It's like politically incorrect, but it's also politically incorrect for you as a gay man to try to come at me, okay, concerning my the fact that I'm a woman. So if you coming at me on that level, I'm gonna come at you on that level, and I'm not gonna feel away. And you call me whatever you want to call me, because it ain't changing my opinion. I ain't taking it back. You ain't taking it back, and neither am I. You see what I'm saying? So when you get somebody like Tussa up here, he came at me one time unprovoked over at Jay Wilson's. Okay, I wasn't even talking to that thing, and that thing came for me. He ain't the only one that's done came for me. That Dimples done came for me too. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is about these niggas in these wigs, but I don't care nothing about it. If you come for me, I'm coming for you. And then you ain't gonna like what I say, and then you gonna go to crying, and Jay Wilson and them gonna go call her. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. If you come for me, I'm coming for you. And you can take I'm homophobic if I'm not to. See, for me to be homophobic, that means I have to be in fear of you in some kind of way. I don't fear you. You ain't competition for me.
That's what it means too. You are absolute. Yep. That's what it
But you
means.
know what I hate, and I can't stand this. I can't stand when the women go and
Hmm.
take their side over
Exactly.
another woman.
Exactly.
I be
It's
like,
a
hold
take
on,
this.
you didn't see that gay man started with that lady?
You didn't see that gay man disrespect me or my genitals or my femininity. You know what I mean? So you so male identified, or you such a yag hag, that you gotta go against your own best interest. But okay, I don't care. All right, okay.
Yeah, like I said, I just, I have two sons, and both of my sons are straight. Now my baby girl's gay, but my sons are straight. And we had this conversation, my son was like, I ain't with that, and I had to tell old dude, no, I ain't with that dude, wrong person, like that.
Mm,
He said, then mama almost had to hit him because he kept on saying, are you sure, sweetie? Are you sure? He's like, hey man, roll up off me with that. And so,
mm,
you know, the people at work is like, man, what's wrong with, being cool, with the gay dude? He said, I'm cool with everybody until you disrespect me. He said, now, if
mm-hmm.
I tell you once I ain't with it, don't keep coming for me. So,
Right.
like, I just wanted to know. I asked, like, what do straight men do? Because, it ain't
Yeah.
just my sons, but it's a whole lot of other men. Like I said, I
Yeah.
told about Noble. Noble said he didn't know
Yeah.
that Tulsa was, and I was like, you didn't, but okay, you say you
Right.
didn't
But okay.
know. Okay.
Now I was there during that situation. He
What
now
happened with that? Cause how can he not know? I'm just saying.
now he seen the picture.
Mm,
Tulsa had
Oh,
yes, Tulsa had the picture and Noble was in the chat.
mm,
And Tulsa never got on the panel. That was Noble
mm,
first time seeing Tulsa.
okay.
mm.
So he asked the chat, like, who is that girl in the because Tulsa pictures sometimes Tulsa will
Yeah,
make his picture look like a girl.
yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
And
give you that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so that's what he seen the picture and he said, who is that girl in the picture? And that's why Tulsa was doing what he was doing because Noble said that. But when the chat corrected him and said, man, that's a dude, that's not no woman, then that was it. He left it alone. But
Okay.
Tulsa kept
Mm.
going along with it, trying to say that the man wanted him.
Yeah, and that's what I heard, and I'm like, nah, that's not right. Yeah.
Mm. So,
Yeah.
but after that, Tulsa swore down Noble wanted him,
Yeah.
but
Swear
Noble
up and
didn't
down.
know.
What's up, Brian? Uh and
Hey,
I just
Brian
don't
Boo.
understand that. I don't get it. And they asked me why I'm in the beef sector. You a straight man and why you in the beef sector? Because that's where the money at.
And you put your time in. Next
Yeah,
question.
I put in work in
Right.
the beef sector. I've been here since 20. I swung. I battled with the best of them,
That's
Yeah,
even
right.
that's true.
Miss Olivia.
That's
Yeah.
right. Cause
So
see,
yeah,
back
I
in the day,
deserve
you
to
had
be
to
where
make
I'm
your
at.
bones. You wasn't ushered in. They get like ushered in and stuff. These days, and the content creator get them on and all this and all that. But back in the day, you had to make your own bones. You had to come in swinging, right or wrong.
Yeah, I was fighting with the heavy. I consider you as a heavy hitter. I fought with you. I fought with Rick. I fought with Fibe, Brianna,
Right.
Pizarro,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Miss Bless, the heavy
Right.
hitters.
Yep.
Right. That's how you had to do it back in the day. I got into it with some of if not everybody on here, child, everybody.
I
Okay,
remember
Sean
when
Bradley.
Brian came in. Brian came in, he was making commercials or songs about people. Like he
Yeah.
was He came
when
in
he was
singing
Brian, the
about people.
songwriter
Yeah.
extraordinaire. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I told him that we had a little, he felt the way about me saying something. I had to remind him of back in the Brian, the songwriter extraordinary days. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Some of us have see a lot of the new people though that just came. They don't know the history, right?
Nope.
Right.
So when you hear people like us, like really, we can really put it down for real. They start losing their mind, like it's a glitch in the system. Like I was saying earlier, they don't understand it. Oh, they're bullies, or oh, they're this, that, and the other, and oh, it. No, that's how it is around here. It's just that y'all dealing with a whole bunch of weak people. This circle, or YouTube, a bunch of whiny people. You used to put whine in the B section. Not when I came over here anyway. Wasn't nobody trying to
Yeah.
hear all this stuff.
They all behind the scenes and talking. After they
Yeah,
done got into an argument, we find out they behind the scenes talking to each other.
it's a
We
storyline,
never
but
did.
they
We didn't even
really cool.
talk behind the scenes.
Exactly. So
I
I
said it was
still
like
don't
a
talk
soap
behind the
opera.
scenes.
Yep, it was like a
Yeah,
YouTube soap opera. You tuned in to see what was the next part gonna happen because it was a
yeah,
cliffhanger. Will
yeah,
will
yeah,
will King
yeah.
who will King cuss out next? And
Yep.
Okay.
who is what his
Yeah,
Yep.
mother gonna say?
My battle with Sean.
yeah,
Yeah,
Everybody had my name in their mouth back in the day. I didn't
yeah.
even know Sean, and Sean was making videos on me, and I was like, "Who is Sean?" And then they had to
Well,
tell. And yeah, I put in a lot of work.
Kiki,
I
you the
deserve
reason
to
why
be where I'm
you
at.
and that you and what's her name? I don't think I don't know. Maybe she in a mommy section. But anyway, y'all was the reason why I stopped doing the goddamn Thunderdome. You and that the young lady
Oh,
that
me and
y'all used to.
Flo and Goddess.
Yes, Flo in particular. You and Flo up on the Thunderdome
oh,
that
I
day was the reason
remember.
why I stopped doing Thunderdomes.
Oh, we cut up
Yeah,
that day.
Oh yes,
yeah.
she wanted to start showing documents and pictures and this, that, and the other. And you kept going in, and she kept going. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this no more.
Yeah,
I
we cut up
quit.
that day.
I quit. That was my last Thunderdome Creole. I said, nope.
I believe it, because honey, we used to be in the bushes waiting on your Thunderdomes. I mean, and it
Mm,
was legit.
mm-mm.
People would come up
Yeah,
there and hit that trail. I'm like, Miss Olivia, no, she got something over here.
but Kid and Flo
But you
scared
need to
me.
do it for the young, for the new schoolers, so they can see exactly
But
because
they
they
too weak
think
though.
just because
They don't.
they and Lemon and all of them, they have
Mm-hmm.
all them people on there arguing and all that. You need to show
Mm-hmm.
them how real Thunderdome look.
Yeah, but see here it is. I can't show them Kiki if ain't no real. There ain't no real people on here no more. It ain't no more you and flows. It ain't no real. Like you said, they'll battle. Up on the panel, but they'll be behind the scenes talking.
Yep.
So what I mean. Come on now, like take. I'm gonna give you a good example. Pizaro and what's her name? Ness, right? Sometimes
Hmm.
they get along, sometimes they don't. They have both said really harsh things towards one another. But honey, they still get up on the same panel with each other and Kiki and Kaka.
Well,
Hmm.
Pizza told everybody to stay out of her and Ness's business because that's how their relationship is. She
Ain't
said
that
that. She
something?
said,
So,
y'all,
yeah.
yeah, she said, y'all need to just stay away from me and Ness's beef because this is just how
Mm,
we do.
let me see.
So,
Yeah, I guess it's just they got a new way of doing things, but back in the day, it was a no. Who is this? Hold on, y'all. Let me see who this is, cause maybe somebody and I don't recognize their name, child. Hold on. Stunner Black Vibes. Hello, who is Stunner Black Vibes?
Oh, I
Stunner.
know
Hey,
who
good
that
morning.
is. Yeah, he cool. That's Stunner. He be on
Yeah,
Okay.
Jay Wilson. Uh,
I've been up on the panel before. I just changed the last name to Cartier, but it was just Stunner Black.
yeah.
Okay, how you doing?
Blessed. So I do want to. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So I did want to just provide a different perspective of commentary to Miss Creole's kind of question of what straight dudes should do, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of real simple. I think if you're not into like heavyweight girls and a 300-pound girl comes up to you, she got short hair, she's light skinned, you like chocolate girls, the easy response is just kind of like thanks but no thanks. I've never seen none of my homies like press a straight dude to the point where it's uncomfortable because in most cases, they come up rough, they come up playing football. I play football well, but in comparison to most gay dudes, they're a little rougher, so it's a little intimidating. So we don't press them like that. I'm gonna uncover a real truth in the middle of the hood, deep in the trenches. And then I also know, see, I've been to New Orleans before too. And New Orleans got a lot of boys that they call trade. And to be 100% honest, they'll press the gay boys, particularly in the summertime, late night when the female ain't looking, as opposed to like us pressing them. When it comes to the Tulsa situation, I agree with y'all wholeheartedly. Queen Tulsa is a habitual line crosser, and many trans women have lost their lives playing around with the secret. But the reality of the situation is the black community is just uncomfortable with the reality is that you're going to have some straight men and some gay men. And for whatever reason, the gay men feel like they have to hide. But ain't nobody shooting the straight dudes like that because a lot of them be broke,
But
a lot of them
why do
be
you
dusty.
feel? Why do you feel like the
Mhm.
black community in particular is uncomfortable with that after all this time? Why do you feel that way?
Because we were robbed from our religion, our culture, stripped of everything when we were brought over here. And so we were indoctrinized with Western religion and concept. And so those Anglo-Saxon men, or those not even Anglo-Saxon, but European men
Mm,
from wherever they came with, they came up with these concepts, taught us that self-hate. And because we do engage in colorism, we do engage in socialism, homosexuality falls at the bottom of the totem pole.
Well,
They're quick
now
to.
let me interject right there for a minute because you
Mm,
said something about those slave owners, right?
mm,
So you are aware that there were slave farms, where they only did, it was like a what do you call it these days, like a whorehouse or whatever, and there were
mm,
men and women and children in those sex forms. That's the only thing they did with deal with the slaves. And also, I know you aware of buck breaking,
mm,
and I know what you mean by, I understand you saying that because of Western culture, because of these Anglos bringing us over here, they made it. I'm thinking you're saying they made it be like a sin or a no when it comes to the black community, right? But
mm.
some of
Very
that is
highlight.
pertaining to the black community,
Mm,
comes from, not even necessarily the Anglo-Saxon. In any community, it comes from the Bible, right? Now, see, there is
mm,
nothing in the Bible. There's no word. There's no mention of the word homosexual in the Bible, right? But in the Bible, it does say that it's a sin for a man to sleep with a man or a woman to sleep with a woman. That
mm,
was the fall of Sodom and Gomorrah, right?
mm.
Now
Okay.
it's not a sin. It doesn't say it's a sin to be homosexual in the Bible, but it does say it's a sin to commit sodomy. And with
Mm,
sodomy, it can be with a man or a woman, or a man or a man. Sodomy is sodomy, right? That
mm.
is,
Yeah.
and in the Bible, we know it's sex is only supposed to be technically for procreation instead of pleasure,
Mm,
but we know
mm.
it's not that way. So we really can't blame it all on the Anglo-Saxon. You know what I mean? As far as making it seem like it's taboo or whatever, even after all this time, there are
I
many
agree.
reasons for that. But to
Mr.
blame
Levy, a
it
phone call
just
about to
on the
knock me off. I'll be
huh?
back.
Okay, baby. But just to say it, is for the black community, I kind of have to disagree.
So
I
I
kind of have to
agree. I
disagree.
think it's. I think all communities. Like I'll take it to the human species. I
Hmm.
think all communities just really get uncomfortable with things that they don't understand, and it's
Hmm.
pretty much as simple as that. And the
I
only
mean,
thing
if
I
they don't
do is,
understand it in this day and age, I don't know how much more explanatory it can be. You got gay
Mhm,
pastors and you got gay. I don't see how the black community. I think it's wrong. For the black
mhm.
community, for you or anybody else to say, well, the black community don't this, that, the other. We don't do no more when it comes to that conversation than any other community. You know what I mean? And
I think it's
everybody is not going to
tougher.
accept it.
No, but I think it's tougher for black men
Mhm,
to come out of the closet confidently because
mhm,
the expectations that are held on black men, and rightfully so, are a
mhm,
little bit higher. I mean, We were
Well,
stripped
you
away
know what?
from.
Let me tell you something. I
Well,
went. Now
can I
listen to
finish what I
that.
was saying
Yeah,
though?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
we
like
were
this
no
conversation. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no disrespect, no
No
disrespect.
problem. No, 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 no,
We were
sir.
stripped away. We were stripped away from our family structure. So the
Mm-hmm.
black man who, they really shine a big light on homosexuality, but it's actually gun violence and mass incarceration that is
Mm-hmm.
taking the black man out of the game. Like that is
Mm-hmm.
actually what is
Mm-hmm.
messing up the family structure. I think
Mm-hmm.
homosexuality is natural selection. I think if everybody was born the same way, the earth
Mm-hmm.
would be overpopulated. And I think that the universe, which is what I call God, doesn't make
Mm-hmm.
any mistakes. And so I don't argue with people as to
Mm-hmm.
whether or not I am one. I don't understand it my damn self, but it's a part of me. I think it makes me a four-leaf clover. I embrace it wholeheartedly. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not an activist, but I would never let anybody in any situation make me feel less than. And that's just my own personal journey. And I think just like in any situation, right? Men, we're taught to pursue women, right?
Mm-hmm.
You come up, who you attracting with that line, what's your name, what your, like Biggie says, you know what I mean? Creep up from behind, ask you what your interests are, who you be with, things that would you make you smile, what numbers to dial, type of shit. That's how
Mm-hmm.
they have to approach straight males. So
Mm-hmm.
being sized up definitely is going to make them uncomfortable because that's something that they're not used to. It's a
Well, see,
whole
let me
nother,
tell you. Can I respond? I
sure,
understand where you're coming from, right? But
yeah,
here's my thing when it comes to the community.
hmm,
Not all men. I talked about this before, and I've said it a couple of times. In
hmm,
my opinion, when it comes to the community, and I'm not speaking individually, I'm speaking collectively, right? Now, in
got it.
my opinion, the part of the reason why our community or lack thereof, it is
Hmm,
because we do, a lot of men. Now we are dealing with patriarchy. We This is a patriarchal society, which means a male-led society. We can't change it, right? So, but when you get a lot of people down, when you get a lot of black men, now some of this is because of slavery, some of it, and I'm not talking
hmm,
about gay. I'm talking about black men that refuse to lead in this community, right? Now,
hmm,
emasculation is a real issue. Incarceration is a issue. Black on black violence or community violence. It's really not black on black violence. It's what do they call it? It's like if you live in it could be white on white violence, Asian on Asian violence. It's violence amongst yourself in your own community, right? But people love
hmm.
to emphasize black on black violence. They love to, make that the center focal or whatever, right? So,
Yeah,
but anyway,
genocide.
part of it is that some black men refuse for whatever reason to lead, and that is absolutely their choice, right? Now you got some black men, in my opinion, that would rather put on a dress and a wig as opposed to stand up to the system. You feel comfortable standing up to a black woman, and you have scorn for a black woman. But what you really is really misdirected anger. Your anger is really against the system, and that's where it should
Mhm.
be placed. But you got all of this stuff, and then people have forever talked about certain agendas and all of this and all of that. Now that's a discussion for another day. But I truly think that when it comes to um certain issues, there are certain experiments and things that were done to us, especially black men, when it comes to building up your community. A lot of black men refuse to leave because they simply don't want to martyr themselves, right? And so there are a
Mhm.
whole lot of reasons. A lot of black men don't scared. I mean, who you can't make somebody martyr themselves
That's
anymore.
true.
Like a Dr. King or a
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, or
Yeah,
even James Baldwin. He was an openly gay man.
sure
There was
was.
a Bayard Rustin. He was right beside Dr. King when it came to
Hmm.
civil rights. See, these men were gay. They were openly gay, but they were still leading their community. Do you see what I'm
Definitely.
saying? But we don't
I
see a
do.
lot of that anymore. Gay, straight, or indifferent. We are in a patriarchal society, and if you are afraid to lead, you just simply are afraid to lead, gay or straight.
Hmm.
But what I'm hearing sometimes is a whole lot of excuses. It's every excuse in the world why black men don't want to lead. Okay? They said, but you turn around, you get mad, and you have scorn for the black woman, that you feel good, you feel comfortable lashing out at the black woman simply because
Mm.
you are afraid to lash out at the system. Do you see what I'm saying?
Now
Gay
let me
or
ask you a
straight?
question. Let me ask you. Okay, you're just saying black men in general. Okay,
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I mean, look at black women. I mean, if we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna go there,
Mm-hmm.
if and let's go there, right? Because
Okay.
I'm mad that you forgot who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because and I hope that that
Uh-uh.
was genuine because you're one of my favorites. And
Okay.
I
I don't. What did you have?
actually,
You say? Wait a minute. Did you used to have another name?
well, just stunner black vibes, but a stunner
Okay.
nevertheless.
Okay. I'm sorry.
But no, but you one of my favorites. I like the
Thank you.
fact that you do spit facts. I love the fact that your voice is out here because there's a lot of real content creators that want to get on the panel and just examine the facts as we see them.
Mm-hmm.
And your spot is becoming a spot for that. And so I highly respect that. I do know that the LGBT community is highly disrespectful towards you. For that, I do
Mm-hmm.
want to apologize because ever since I've been
Mm-hmm.
online, I never cussed out an older woman just simply because that's not my style. Now,
Mm-hmm.
recently I've been provoked, but I
Mm-hmm.
definitely won in the Thunderdome, was the last man standing, and nobody over there was built to deal with me because unlike a lot of people who come in here
Mm-hmm.
and start talking about old school beef sector this and old school beef sector that. Rico
Mm-hmm.
let it be known that in 2018 we were there,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and a lot of people, just like the last time I was up here with certain people, come
Mm-hmm.
up with just alternative facts and to clout chase, and I
Mm-hmm.
like them as well. But what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is, we need to examine this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm mad that Ken Nola News left, but I'm glad that Miss
Well,
Creole was
Kiki is the
here.
reason. Kiki and that the popcorn girl is the reason why I'm doing the third dose. By the way, so go
I'm
ahead.
curious to know, Miss Creole, if I may bring you into it, because I like Lady Nika, right? And I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
why. And this is an unpopular opinion, but I like Lady Nika for the way that she treated me in traffic. We have only had one interaction ever,
Mm,
and for us, that was pleasant. And that's all the
mm,
fuck I got to go on. And
mm,
so for that reason alone, I can't get to bashing her because we never had a negative interaction. Then
mm-hmm.
two, when we were Tracy's pieces, she was supporting Tracy when the sector tried to black her out, and a lot of people tend to forget about that. And so I
Mm-hmm.
do want to start with that. So I ain't got no smoke with nigga. Salute
Mm-hmm.
to her. However,
Mm-hmm.
in 2025, if we still dealing with issues with money, how
Mm-hmm.
is it that the sector and us did something wrong? And I know
Mm,
you're, a friend of that camp and you're around there. I'm curious to know your
mm.
perspective on that because to me, I'm flabbergasted and I'm
Well,
team her.
Nika did me wrong long ago, years
I
ago. She
heard.
gave my number to VS. That's how VS doxed me.
I
And
heard.
I was actually in the midst of defending her against the
Mm-hmm.
Alabama situation and that $100 or whatever. You know what I mean? And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to Nika acting the way that she is now. Nika
Mm.
rebranded herself, and a lot of these new people really don't know who she is. And so, but when you if you push her hard enough, like now, she'll show you her true colors. I think a lot of these new people are kind of shocked by the way that she's acting. I'm not shocked at all. I'm not shocked about the money situation. I'm not shocked about her, treating some of the people that thought they were close to her the kind of way, uh, you know, the kind of way that she's treating them. They're kind of shocked. I think a couple of them are disappointed, especially ones that had actual business relationships with her, because that ain't the way you do business. You know what I mean? But
And just think about it, and let me tie this in real quick. Just think about
mhm.
how the gay men who fed and clothed you and gave you their money and couldn't even get their $11 back. We have forgiven you over the
Yeah, in
years
2016, right?
time and time and time and time again, and now it's our
Mm-hmm.
fault, and you getting ready to leave. And so I was just wondering, like I said, with your peoples there, I'm
Mm-hmm.
curious to know how they feel about that because I feel like ain't nobody clicking the link and asking them that, and I want to know.
Mm-hmm. You know what? That's a good question. I would like to know how they felt about it too. But I think that Treasure Lane, because she took
Mhm.
his monies in 2016, and that was really good to her. And I think Treasure Lane ain't really had a lot to say about it. And I think his viewpoint might be, if you ain't got nothing good, good to say about it, don't say nothing at all. You know what I mean? Because Treasure Lane was in 2016, him and Sean Bradley. and they was good to Nyca. And from what I understand, after she came back from the trip, she started dogging both of them out. And I think that's how, and that's after she had taken their money. And so that's what led to Treasure Lane doing the Gator Crop video. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we know that they all were in battle for years, but I think
Mm-hmm.
that they thought Nyca was somebody that she turned out not to be. Do you see what I'm saying? Just like now, it was just a different version of it when she snaked James and Sean. Now she's snaking people again. You
Mm-hmm.
know why? Because that's her true nature. That's the reason why. And people ain't wanting to understand
That's
that
why I
or
say,
even
as a
accept it.
viewer, that's why I say, as a viewer, that's why I'll say more than anything, disappointing that in
You barging,
2025
baby.
we back here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You
Am I
you
borging
was
now?
barging. No, no, sir. No.
Okay. I'm saying as a viewer, I'm sorry about that. As a viewer,
Okay.
it's just disappointing that in
Mm-hmm.
2025 we back here. And that's pretty much
Yeah.
all I got to say. Cause it's like
Yeah.
if I got a second chance to get some money, what I'm
Yeah.
going for sure that I'll do, Stunner Cartier wrist wear, is keep my
Mm-hmm.
funds on point at every time so I could get some
Yes.
money again. I'm thinking to myself, are you
Mm-hmm.
playing the long game or no? You want the
Yeah.
money to keep coming, and how you do that is with integrity. And that's pretty
Yes.
much all I got
Yes.
to say about it.
Can you please
You
say
know,
that word again?
yeah, well,
What's the
integrity
word?
and them saying,
Integrity. That's what she don't
yeah,
have, Stunner. She don't have no
mhm.
integrity. But go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's it. I mean, but personally, she's like I said, very pleasant in passing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a
Mm-hmm.
shame, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
she's a chick that I really dig, and a lot of these
Mm-hmm.
hoes so fake, and and they hate
Mm-hmm.
the truth,
Mm-hmm. Yes,
hate the
sir.
truth.
Hate the
When you
truth.
come up and
Hate
spit
it.
the truth, I mean, you know, it's like you saying something wrong, and it's like, well, y'all live in the motherfucking twilight zone.
Mm-hmm. They glitch
So
out when you start speaking truth. It's like as I've said that this morning a couple times. It's like they glitch out, like their brain can't comprehend the truth from what's going on online. They refuse to listen. They don't want to see the reality of the situation. So when
Mr.
you
Living,
speaking a little
you
truth,
one
it's
of the
fucking them
most,
up.
you one of the least homophobic content creators over here,
Thank you.
and you'll get out there and use the F word. And I think to break this down,
Mm-hmm.
when with the ER right
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
NIGGA and
Mm-hmm.
nigga, like those are two different people, right?
Right.
You got NIGG niggas, right?
Mm-hmm.
That are ignorant,
Yes.
loud, ghetto. I'm not saying this, but Miss Pizarro is a perfect example of what somebody would describe as a nigga,
A
right?
chicken head nigga.
I'm
A
not
gutter
saying that.
snipe
Those are not
ass
my
nigga.
words.
Mm-hmm.
Those ain't my words, but I'm
I know.
saying
Let
like
me let me let
that.
me say it for you. She a chicken head, coke bottle glasses, thick lip, loud ass, ratchet ass, gutter snipe ass nigga. Sorry. Go
Mm.
ahead. Mm.
No, I don't feel that way, but I feel like she could be an example. You would
Oh,
be an
she's an
example
example.
of an African American woman or a black female, and
Mm-hmm.
those are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a black gay man or a same gender man, whatever box you want to put us in, I feel like I move different from a yag, and so the
It is a
definition of
difference in my mind. There is
I'm
a
gonna break
difference. Let
it
me tell
down.
you. Mm.
I'm gonna
Go
break it
ahead.
down because a yag will
Okay.
be doxing behind the scenes. A
Mm-hmm.
yag will be aggressing themselves on the men. I have
Mm-hmm.
never flirted with none of these guys down here, but when I click the links, they
Mm-hmm.
definitely have flirted with me and women. Oddly enough, when I had
Mm-hmm.
arguments, which is shocking, and
Mm-hmm.
I ain't flirting with none of them, and won't flirt with none of them.
I
Mm-hmm.
agree
That's
with
just
you
how
on
I get at. If you
I
want to
agree with
flirt
you
with
on
me and twerk with me, twerk on my Cash App when I start
Mm-hmm.
my commentary, and then you leave it right the fuck there.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, I'm not here to date on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of us that are different. So let me say this. A YAG does all that. They're going to dox. They're going to be messy. They're going to talk behind the scenes. They're going to clout chase. They're going to do everything that a YAG does. And there's some
Mm-hmm.
straight men, because if we're going to speak the truth, we can speak the truth. There's some straight men that got way more yaggity behavior than Stunner Cartier.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they get up out of there. Because
Mm-hmm.
my energy exposes of them all.
I
that.
agree. You
Believe
don't
me.
hear me disagree. Mm.
Yeah, because I don't act like a yagget. I
Cause
respect
like
black
say
women.
you
I
call
fight for
yourself
the
a
black women.
heterosexual man, right? You call yourself a heterosexual man, not a gay man, but you call your heterosexual man. But you on hours, you online 8 and 10 hours a day arguing with women. Why your ass ain't at work or out hustling or something, nigga? Okay,
Doxing people. Look, messy
doxing
behind the
people.
scenes,
You know,
going from
yeah,
sector to sector. Look, outright lying on people. And
yes,
then and you can't jump on the panel with me and feel like you can style on me as a heterosexual man when you are a yagget. There's some
yes.
guys on here I want to work
Mm.
with, and I'm gonna keep my mouth up off them because I would love to network. But they heterosexual yaggots, and I'm a black gay man that actually hangs with
Can I
heterosexual
just
men.
say? Let me just
They
say
my
this.
homies.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me
More than
tell
I
you.
do gay males.
Let me tell you this. Let me say
Come
this, Miss
on,
Gardner.
come
Listen to
on.
me. Before I got you two Creole, right?
I
Before
know.
I came to the B sector, I was
Hmm.
arguing with the black manosphere.
Yeah.
Everything in the black manosphere is a heterosexual yagging. Okay, so
DL,
I know exactly what you mean. Every single last one of them.
do you want to go
Before
to
I
Mr.
knew it
Liver?
was a beef sector. Okay.
Mr. Liver, do you want to go there this morning? Because it is 2025, and we can
We can
go
go
there.
there. I don't care. Cause it's the
because
truth.
because ZX, let's go there. ZX,
Child.
Beasley. Okay.
Mm-mm.
There's another one. I'm not gonna mention his name because I fuck with him, but you ain't straight neither, homie, and I know it. My thing is the black sector. Them is some curious, but and I'm talking
Well, you
about.
know
And
ZX got a type, right?
come
Because he
on,
was
man.
over there calling
Rap.
Lemon sexy. He was over there saying Lemon sounds sexy the other night.
Say what now?
He
Yeah, it
was over
made
there
me come
saying
on
Lemon
mute.
sounds sexy the
I'm
other
on mute.
night.
I'm on mute.
That night that he showed the what's the name, the grinder app, and he went to his live after that. He was saying Lemon sounds sexy.
So I
You
didn't
was
hear that,
like,
but they said. So I'm gonna say this. I didn't hear that, but they
they
said
heard it.
YouTube cameras had the timestamp, and they said it was
Yeah.
something like a minute 44 on the timestamp, and they said
Yep.
that
They
he
played
did
out
say
there.
he sounds sexy, and I was
Sounds sexy.
completely shocked about that.
But you know that dang on Little Boots,
Lord.
he done exhibited a couple of he got a type. First, when he first came over, he was on Jay Wilson, right? Jay Wilson bald headed light skin, right? So
Mm,
I think it was some foreplay going on between him and Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson finally left him alone, right? Because he
Man.
started going too far. He goes off into to unnecessary areas, right? When he the one started it, right? So that's him
mm,
starting to feel insecure because he's starting to get tingly on the inside about Jay Wilson, right? So now he
mm.
on Lemon, which is younger, but he is still light skinned and bald headed. I said, "Oh, this nigga got a type." Okay, all right.
I didn't hear him say it, but they played the timestamp,
I
and I
heard
just
it.
think it's
They
ironic.
played the timestamp. Yes,
Like
yes.
I said, these guys know us and how we are too well. And if it takes one to know one, y'all right on the mark because some guys are clueless to how we are. It's like they got an acute view into the psyche of how you are. And you more interested in the gay relationships, God damn it, than me. I'll
That's
be
right.
totally confused about it 24/7.
That's
But
right.
don't think that they hide in that black sector one by one all get out here and flirt and they know exactly what the fuck they doing.
Child, I can
But
agree
then,
with that. But let me
but
ask you
look, check it
this.
out though. But the
Okay.
narratives in the streets would be like we flirting with them.
Mm.
If you got some clout, they gonna come over here and flirt with you because they just don't mind. Like Mo3, once they realize you on some different type of stuff, they'll stay away. The black sect they come flying in because they're curious, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
you're under the umbrella.
But it's
Bi
a whole
curious
lot
is
of
under the umbrella.
homo. I do agree that it's a whole lot of homoeroticism going on with some of those guys over there. I agree. I absolutely agree. But let me ask you this.
Hmm.
I don't know if you know a lot about the what's his name, the Lemon story, right? But
I
where
do.
does Wolverine come in a situation? Like I'm confused
I was
about
gonna
that.
ask you that, Miss Olivia, because I heard his name mentioned. I'm like, what's going on with that girl? Anyway, I'm going
Hmm.
mute.
Girl, let me go on
I,
mute
I,
too,
I
cause
don't know. I don't know where Wolverine is. Comes into the story. Shout out to Wolverine. He was on the Nicole Tyler show with me a long time ago. So salute him.
mm,
The only thing I seen was they said that I guess Wolverine and Lemon has spoke on Instagram. I think it was like 17 minutes before.
Hmm.
some receipts were dropped, and that's something that Jay Wilson said, and that's what I got that from him. So
Right.
that's all I heard about that.
Right. And then I heard that he was in the Discord. So I'm thinking, is there some behind the scenes stuff going on between Lemon and Wolverine? I mean, like, it just will make you think. You know what I mean? Because Wolverine is an openly gay man. You know what I mean? And
Is he?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he an
Wow.
openly gay
oh
man. And Lemon, Mr. Heterosexual, right? And so, but you on a phone call with people like Shaquem, you added Shaquem before Shaquem could out you when it comes to that Vegas thing, and now we done found out that you be on Grinder, you behind the scenes with Wolverine. I ain't even heard Wolverine's name in forever. You know what I mean? But up pops Wolverine in a lemon situation. I was like, wait, what happened? So I was just wondering if you knew what was
Let
going
me
on
ask
with
a
that. It was
question
very
about. Let me ask a
suspect.
real quick question, please. So,
Mm-hmm.
life be life, so I've missed a lot. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
how did all this start with Lemon? People questioning like the way that they are about him being gay. Because to me, it don't matter. But I want
No,
to
it
know
don't
where.
matter. It's just the fact that he really is uh
How did it start? That's what I'm
Jay
saying.
Wilson felt like somebody like Malik was disrespecting the gay community, but in my
Okay.
opinion, it is Lemon that's disrespecting the community. Right
Okay.
now, Lemon, my gaydar ain't never wrong. You got Grinder downloaded on your phone, but you're a heterosexual
I
man.
heard
Heterosexual
that.
men don't
Yeah.
move like that. We don't got, we don't know what really happened in Vegas, but we know something happened in Vegas. Okay, I think him and Lemon and Shaquem, when they got online arguing and stuff, it wasn't up before play. Then they finally met up. You know what I mean? And I mean, just cause he won't come out and say, I mean, it's on him when he, whether he chooses to come out and say that he gay or not. You know what I mean? But I think
Okay.
that, I mean, you got all this evidence on your phone, even the way that you move. We saw the way that you looked in Vegas and all of this and all that. Some people have blinders on, and I think that even a lot of gay men know that he gay. Okay,
Hmm. Okay.
so
So it started because they found out he had Grander on his phone. Is that how this
well,
started?
this little time it kicked up because he was on Pizaro's panel, and she was asking, he was scrolling down to find some email, text messages or something like that, and he was scrolling down, and they seen the
hmm
Grinder app. And he
Oh,
trying to
hmm
say
okay. Okay.
he put that app on there because he knew that was gonna happen. But no, nigga, this was happening in real time. You didn't mean to show that Grinder app. You didn't mean to show it. It ain't no way that you could have knew that this was gonna happen to you in advance. That don't make
Okay.
So
no
Miss
sense,
Olivia,
for real.
let me say this: me and you worked in the same field, kind of, sort of, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just sum it all up by like some people just ain't ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
I
could
agree.
push them and nudge them, but they just ain't ready, right?
Right.
I call him my nephew because I was on the
Mm-hmm.
panel when Jay Wilson was playing relationship counselor, and I ain't say a word because I already had the tea.
Right.
I just let them say what they say. Why? Because it ain't none of my motherfucking business.
Right.
All I can do is tell Lemon to listen to Sir King,
Mm-hmm.
everything that he says, and block everybody else out. And
Mm-hmm.
if he choose to do that, he choose to do that. If not, he do it. I like how James Caldwell is handling it because he just
Mm-hmm.
sits there in support because I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
afraid. Like Pizarro was playing a dangerous game,
Oh yeah.
for clicks and views. And I think she realized that halfway in, then she started to try to walk him out the closet. And then when he was attempting to come out, you silly motherfucking lemonettes and everybody else was trying to
Keep
suppress
him
him
there.
as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to liberating my motherfucking nephew.
I
So
agree.
I
You
had to
know what?
turn it
I
off.
agree with that.
How,
I had
I
to turn it off.
absolutely agree with that. Yes, I do.
yeah.
But
It's just
Pizarro
real.
did get, but Pizarro, even though she's slow, she did get that though.
Mm-hmm.
Like she
She
understood the
did.
assignment and she
Mm-hmm.
was rolling with it, and then
Yeah.
he went back in. So at that point,
Yeah.
I'm leaving it alone.
Yeah. I mean, he doubled down on it. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
didn't have to double down on it, even after a pound or whatever. He doubled down on it. Stunner. You know what I mean? It's on, and like you said, at this point, it's on him. You know what I mean? But he did double down on it. He didn't have to
yeah. But
double
if you
down on it
but
like that.
let me say this as well. If you ask him if he an alcoholic, he'll double down on that as well. That's why I say, Miss Olivia, sometimes, baby girl, please, Miss Olivia, you got to realize where you are. I know you're trying to help us because I understand you and I appreciate you because you're trying to help black people, but they don't vibrate on the frequency that you're vibrating on, and they always gonna miss your message, Queen.
I think you know what you right about that. You right, I think
Always,
go over their head. You right about that, Sonny. You know
always.
what? Thank you for saying it, because you get it.
Because they want to watch my nephew die. Fuck all you
Yeah.
ops. He need to
Yeah.
listen to Sir King.
I agree with
Mm-hmm.
that. That's what I was saying. I agree with you on that, Stunner. Sir King has been giving him some solid advice.
Mm.
He really has been giving him some solid advice. You know, whether people like him or not, sometimes a broken clock can be right twice a day. You know what I'm
That's
You better
true.
saying?
say that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Because I don't like him. I
Yeah.
don't like him. He irks me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Me
but I'm
too.
man enough to say that he giving real advice to his homie. The only
Mm-hmm.
nigga that, excuse me, the only brother that's giving real advice to his homie. He need to
Mm-hmm.
listen to him and take that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's all I got to say about it, because that's his homie. But everybody
Yeah.
else, come on, man. They
Yeah.
rather see him crash out, and that's dangerous. Like I
And I
heard him
think
say
I
that.
think that's what's going on too. Like I honestly, and I don't know if you agree, Stunner, but I think that
I
he
do.
is crashing out. I think that he need to take a break from YouTube. I think that he in so deep, you know what I mean? He don't know how to pull out, and he is
Miss
not
Olivia,
listening to us.
988 was the first thing that came to my mind because he kept
Mm-hmm.
saying, "This is my moment. This is my moment. Y'all not letting
Mm-hmm.
me have my moment." And then he
Yeah.
was completely in denial from the moment. And you
Yeah.
got this simple-minded nappy. I don't want to go there with it,
It's
please,
the
Lord God.
truth. It's the
You
truth.
got this simple-minded shorty playing with him, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have clicked the link, because let me tell you something.
Yep.
I'm not gonna click them because I know how I go. I ran Hershey or whatever her had, ran her off the panel. I didn't want to click the link and treat Pizaro about playing with my nephew on the
Why
dead
would
homies
you
because I
wanna?
feel
Because you
like
need a
that's
reality
fucked up.
check.
That's fucked up. And
Yes. Mm-hmm.
that's real fucked up because you don't know how a person gonna respond to that pressure. If they in
Mm-hmm.
denial and you pushing them to a place where they ain't ready to be,
Mm-hmm.
that blood on your hands.
Mm. That's true.
And this
I
coming from a
agree.
girl that they say got energy with this heat. They say you a low key member of the
Well,
community.
she said she was bi curious. I heard her say that on this panel. And you got a whole husband. So what is you talking about, girl? So I agree. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Y'all blowing my mind. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
We gotta keep it real. Miss O, what's missing is just a dose of reality. We gotta keep it real. Like we sitting here seeing this shit all year, and y'all act like y'all
Mm-hmm.
ain't seeing. It's not a big deal either. We just talking about the facts. That's it.
Right.
See, and let
Right.
speak up for one moment. What bothered
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I told you, my baby girl is gay. She named into whatever you want to call it, and I love her. I love her. My sister's married to a woman, so it's not no anti-gay anything. But what bothered
Right.
me, let me just bother me, is when I saw Tussa using being gay as a weapon. That's
Yes.
dangerous within itself. And that was my
Mm-hmm.
point. When a straight
Mm-hmm.
man tells you they're not interested, no
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
thank you, I ain't interested, but you keep on making undertones like y'all behind the scene talking, y'all doing this, doing that. And I was like, wait a minute. I was even in the chat, like, hold up, that's not right. Don't do him like that. And I don't even know no but outside of him and Tracy, okay? Everybody know I'm
Mm-hmm.
Tracy
Mm.
Case Book. But I
Mm.
didn't like
Mm.
because the community has tried their best to be on equal footing all the way around with straight people, and now that it's really happening, you're going to sit your community back by trying to weaponize, use it as a weapon. And I thought Jay Wilson, now that's one time I thought he would have caught that and been like, Tulsa, don't do that, not on my platform, you do that somewhere else. But I don't know if he caught it or not, because usually Jay's on it, but he didn't say anything. So that was my thing, is stop trying to use that as a weapon when you want to
Mm-hmm.
be accepted. That was my
Mm-hmm.
only thing. And I wasn't the only one that caught that. So when I
Mm-hmm.
heard Rose say it, I'm like, there you go. Because it's easy for me to say it because I'm straight. And people say, "Are you straight? You blah 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 blah." But for a gay
Mm-hmm.
man to catch that too, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
now we can have the conversation, So that's
No,
where I
it's completely disrespectful. My straight homies ain't playing that because a lot of their manhood is definitely attached on their ability to provide, right, to protect, and then also to procreate. See, I know what it means to be a man, and I'm a gay
Mm-hmm.
man. You ain't got to break that down to me. I'm fully grown. So, but
Right.
my whole thing is it's a complete violation when you actually get in their space because heterosexual men are set up not even to play them type of games. My thing
Yes.
is when you're down here in the beef sector and you see Tussa on the link, it's your responsibility to know who that is, how they get down, and before you click the link, you know it's a possibility. And if you don't like them type of spaces, then you got to move around. Because see, there's nothing about the beef sector that's so alluring
Mm-hmm.
that the straight men just have to be here. The
It's
reason
very
why they're
true.
here is for the women. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you would think more of them would be here for the women because
Mm-hmm.
my homies in Chicago, where the women are, they're going to be. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I expect them to be here, but they get
Mm-hmm.
up in here and they're messier than most of the. So listen,
Uh-huh.
that's
I
true.
understand. I understand what you're saying, Miss Creole. You make a point. Hey, listen, I live on the south side of Chicago, Miss Creole. If you play with these young boys, they have done it all the time. When they out
Yeah,
them, these gangsters unalive the trend all the time. They
Mm.
know better.
right,
They unalive them in South Shore, meaning they not finna play with you on the internet. There's switches on these Glocks. They finna hunt you down and unalive you in South Shore. They get into
Mm.
situations like that all the time. They don't be playing with them, but you
Mm.
got to understand this is a
yeah,
person. This is a person. The transgender person is not soft. This is a
Mm-hmm.
battle cat that done been beat up and tortured by heterosexual males her whole life. So she got a little bit more fight in her than what you think. So she
Mm-hmm.
may actually hit on a man and not be afraid of his response. I think
Mm.
a man that does not want another man, most of the time they be low key flattered by that. Cause these hoes don't
I
be
mean,
wanting.
if they're secure in their masculinity, you know what I mean.
That's
I
it.
will agree with that.
They
But
be
what you
low key
can't do
flattered
is
and they
do
keep
it
it
to the
moving.
point to where you can't deceive. The thing is, you can't do it to the point to where it's disrespectful. You know what I mean?
If
It's
you get
not
it,
that
I'm
all
gonna put it on the floor.
heterosexual black men. It's not that. See, here's my thing. It's not
Yeah.
that all heterosexual black men are homophobic because that is absolutely not true, right?
No, hardly none of them are.
right,
And but if
right.
they
That's
just
taught to
don't
them.
want you to disrespect them, just be you and you cool. It's no
And
problem.
I'm gonna add to that, Miss O. If they unalive you, if they take a lock, a bike lock, or a chain, and bust you in your mouth, knock every single one of your teeth out of your mouth, knock
Mm,
that wig from the top of your head to the bottom of your concrete, and you violate him sexually, you get what the fuck you got. And it really is that simple. See, I'll be man
yeah.
enough to even say that.
Yeah, yeah.
How about
Like you
that?
said, most of them don't. Just don't. Just don't cross the line. You know what I mean? And especially like you said, you're talking about young people. They are more like even heterosexual. Like young men and women. And these days they are more. What do you call it? They are more understanding and accepting when it
Hmm.
comes to gay relations, gay men, gay women, whatnot. But even if they are more accepted, and I'm talking about heterosexual men, young men, they still don't want that gay man to cross the line. You know what I mean?
There
I'm
you
sure they
go.
got gay friends. They got a lot of gay friends, and it's cool. But guess what? Their gay friends don't cross the line.
You know
Right.
what I say this?
Yep.
We great minds think alike because you say don't cross the line, and the first thing that came to my mind was it is very simple and elementary to just learn how to stay in your lane. If you
Right?
can stay
Be
in your
yourself. Be
lane,
you.
when that's it. If you can stay in your lane
Right.
when you interacting with everybody, things
Right.
will run smooth. Do I feel like
Thank you.
Tulsa stays in her lane? The answer to that, coming from a black gay man, is absolutely not. To answer
Absolutely
the
not.
question truthfully, she's a habitual line and lane crosser, but
Yeah.
that comes from her brand of trolling, so it doesn't get underneath my skin because I know what she's
Hmm.
doing. She wants it to get underneath your skin. She wants it to be commentary because she wants to keep her name in the streets. The only
Right.
way that you eradicate a troll is just to pay her dust.
Ignore.
Pay
Quani
her
should
Yep.
have did the
dust.
same
Ignore
thing.
it.
Pay her
Yep.
dust. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, but see, I'm just hoping that Tulsa, because I don't wish bad on nobody for real. I'm hoping she
Mhm.
don't act like that in the world. Do you see what I'm saying? Because in the world, they can get you, harmed.
You play
And
stupid
God
games, you
forbid,
get
I don't
stupid
want to.
prizes. You got to be real sharp. If you play stupid games, you got the reason why people from Chicago are so sharp on this beef sector is
Mm,
because if we don't know what's going on in the neighborhood, that can be the difference between life or death, baby.
Life or
mm,
death. Come on.
mm,
Yep.
my
Mm-hmm.
God. Well,
You study
I'm
long, you
just hoping
study
she act
long.
like that online. And even online, you can get hurt even we done heard many stories, about not just gay, but many people being unalived of because of what's happening online. I mean, all them, Facebook unfortunate incidents. We had Asia McGowan. A man was stalking her online. I think it was back in 2012. He went to the same college as she went to. He closed her in
Yeah, I
a
remember that.
college classroom and stabbed her to death. Shot her.
Yep.
I think he shot her. But he found her online. He
Yep.
stalked
Hmm.
that girl
And
there. She
showed up
didn't
at her.
even know that
Yep.
he was going to the same school that she was going through. I mean, she didn't know he was going to the same school, and so yeah, until it was too late. So see, and then we don't see people pull up online and actually come to people's houses, and so you never know who you playing with for real. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So you really,
No,
cause
it's listen.
we really don't, you know.
It's a dangerous, tacky, low class game to play online. Like,
Hmm.
there's so many different people that you can play with. Why would
Yeah.
you put them allegations on his name, particularly when
Right.
we got this type of community? That's the game that they play. The reason why it don't bother me is because I find some comedy in everything. I think 2024 in the beef sector was absolutely hilarious. I think some of the lies that they told were
Mm.
absolutely
Them
hilarious.
damn
Like,
storylines, child.
look, one lemon. Look, I don't want to, nephew, please, but I have to say this. The explanation for getting caught was it was all a play. Everything that y'all saw he had staged from a couple hours ago.
It ain't
And I
even no.
said, I said
Hey,
this right here,
what?
this is yeah. I couldn't believe it.
He must be. He
And
must be psychic, right? He's psychic.
he said no. He said that he went and downloaded the Grinder app real fast because he knew what he was going to do, and
Mm-hmm.
then Grinder banned him. Then when people asked him why, well, why the Grinder ban you, he said expect a lawsuit coming.
Oh
Twice. He said
Lord Jesus.
expect the lawsuit coming, expect the lawsuit coming. So he said he was finna sue Grinder, I
Mm.
guess, because he didn't know how the app got in his phone. You can't make it up.
You can't make it up. And that's just like I've said. Yeah, he may be slow in some areas, but honey, he quick to lie. You know how to
If I
string a
call
good
you,
lie
let me tell
together.
you something. If I call you my nephew, you're not slow in no areas. He know
Okay.
exactly what he's doing. I've been watching since day one. I just want him to
Mm-hmm.
stay alive. The entertainment that he give, I'm gonna
Yeah.
continue to talk about him because you say you the content. We're gonna
Did he
support you. I'm
say
gonna
he the
talk
con?
about
Did
you
he
a little
say?
bit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Stunner. Did he say
Yeah,
he was the content?
he say the
He said he
content.
was. He said he the content. Yes, he
He
did.
say he
He
say
told
he.
me
Let me
that.
tell you something. When I realized that I could easily be the king of the beef sector is when I sat on a panel with him,
Mm,
Shakim, Jay Wilson, and myself. And I said, well, God damn it, if these are the kings of the beef sector and I'm sitting here, I
mm,
damn what nigga please. Because just they stories alone, I ain't say
mm.
a word. I said this
Yeah.
shit is outrageous. These the
Outrageous.
kings, these who they following. And I
Yeah.
support them all, but this
Yeah.
shit is outrageous. You can't make it up. That's
Mm-mm.
like when Brooke said that about the baby. When
Mm.
her definition, her explanation for the baby was she was doing a documentary on YouTube, and that she had the look, and that she had the footage stored away somewhere.
Oh my God.
I said, what?
Yeah, I didn't even hear that. But yeah, you
She
can't
said that
make it
then
up.
when they asked her book, why did you lie about the
Oh my
baby? She
God.
said I was doing a documentary on YouTube. I promise y'all. I got the footage is stored away, I promise. I said,
Yeah.
Brooke, you said you're doing a documentary on YouTube.
Oh my
Huh?
God. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh my
Hilarious. This
God.
big lie. They man, what? If they don't do nothing, they gonna cap.
Okay. Till they can't
But it's
count no more.
entertaining though.
Child.
It's entertaining to me. It's entertaining. I mean, the year
Child.
started off slow and then it just exploded. It's
Oh
very
yeah.
entertaining.
Miss
Yeah.
Olivia, did you read Film's post in the chat? Go ahead, y'all.
Let's see. This one right here, Hey Film, the one I see is great conversation, Miss O. But what Tulsa does online, to males is akin to SA and S harassment. It's not funny, and people need to, I guess, be careful letting her do that on their platforms. But you know, Jay
I
Wilson,
agree.
that's Jay Wilson superstar. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Jay Wilson is Jay Wilson. I never knew him, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
got to learn him just that day. And he will answer tough questions, and he is fair. You just got to accept his stance as shit and take what you could take from him because he does provide a lot of jewels, and the
Yeah.
rest you must be certain to leave behind
Oh
because
yeah.
that weasel is definitely there, and it's like
Oh yeah.
for you to be preaching so much 2 months ago because me and Lemon was grilling Jay Wilson low key. We just wasn't
Mm,
like if I wanted to say Lemon, let's give it to him right now we would have worked him over. I just felt like he allowed me to beat up everybody back on his panel,
mm,
and he kept
mm.
it fair with me. So I was like, "Fuck it!" Like he know that I ain't taking this serious. He trying
Yeah.
to find out the tea. He extra late, so I'm just finna sit here and listen. But but if I was a panel or a content creator, there's certain things I just wouldn't allow to go down on
Yeah.
my show. I would
Yeah.
interject it, particularly
Yeah.
when it comes to like slanderous shit like that,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
know it's false and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, and I do agree with what Fem said. I do think that it is in the vein of SA, and if somebody wants to pursue that, that's exactly what they should do. And I think that you can't know everything and be a preacher and
Mm-hmm.
not know when somebody is lying and not
Mel.
know that
Yeah.
Shaquem was lying. Like, how could you
Yeah.
not know
Yeah.
when he put his face on Cardi B flyers, had
Ooh.
people fly? How could you not know he was a liar?
Oh
Oh
Lord.
no, well, we gotta have both. No, you knew, and you allowed them to
Well,
slander
see,
my
Shaquem
nephew,
was getting his lick back. Shaquem was getting his lick back
and he deserved it.
because, but he did because
He
what
deserved it.
Lemon did to him. You know, Lemon
Yeah.
did out him, in my opinion, because he felt some kind of way about whatever happened in Vegas, and he wanted to get Lemon before he wanted to get Shaquem before Shaquem got him, and that's exactly what he did. So when Shaquem, I do think that something happened in Vegas. Do I think that everything Shaquem said happened in Vegas happened about it? Nope. But that was, to me, that was Shaquem getting his lick back, and I didn't feel no ways about it. Like I really didn't. He just got
I'm
his
gonna tell
lick
you
back.
what happened. I don't think nothing sexual happened in Vegas. I think
Mm-hmm.
that it might have been some close proximity touching, maybe,
Like
but
when they was wrestling.
I don't believe it was. And the reason why is because why everybody be trying to say that my nephew is slow. He knows Shakim, so he wasn't finna do nothing with him because Shakim
Mm,
is a yag. Shakim is going to come back
mm,
to the internet and tell everybody, and y'all can clearly
mm.
see that he's on the DL. So why
Oh
would he
yeah,
do something like that? So I mean,
that's true.
that to me didn't make no sense. And then the fact that that boy is a known lie, I just thought it was comedy. And I
Mm-hmm.
agree with you 100%. It was lick for a lick, and I left
Yeah.
it there for him to say, because now, there's some of us, some of my bros know what it is. With some
Mm-hmm.
certain people, you may have to do a little smell test. I wouldn't say stick your finger
Oh my
in it,
God.
but I'll
Oh
say
my
like
God. Oh my
maybe
God.
I'm
I
on mute.
say like lightly rub your finger around it and then
Oh,
act like you ain't doing nothing, but then like graze it over your nose. Cause
oh,
like every male doesn't know how to prepare in that way. But that's something that we do. And the fact that he said that he did it
oh,
and his finger smelled like shit to
oh Lord.
me. Well, I'm gonna say so that's funny to me, but I knew it was a lie.
Well, he know he should have gave that big booty an enema if he was coming.
Oh
If he
Lord.
was, if he was coming to say, he should have been prepared, honey.
That's funny to me, but I knew it was cap though. I knew it was cap. I
Yeah,
knew he was.
yeah, yeah,
Heck
Straight
yeah.
off
no.
the
Like I
chain.
said, he was just getting his lick back. You know, he
That's
really
it.
was.
That's it. That's all. And he deserved it.
Hmm.
That's it.
Hmm.
That's it. That's all.
But you know what, Miss So y'all, you know how my nephew Ken said you should bring back the Thunderdome. Let me tell I
Hmm.
don't think put it like this. If Ness and Lemon, if they came up there, I don't think Lemon could handle Ness. I don't. I think Ness would run circles around him.
Well,
And
yeah, and then
Lemon's
like the other day, I
he's not
talked
a
about them. See, here's a Creole you like. And let me tell you this, girl. and you too, Stunner, right? I think
Mm.
that Lemon got a lot of people scorned around here. I think he got a lot of almost scorned lovers. Okay, Just Krista, Ness. You know, they were saying Ness said she, whether it's true or not, she waxed because you know Lemon before he met her, he got over here. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna do that to you. But like I said, I feel like as soon as she seen it, she knew it wasn't gonna be all that. So I feel like she a little scorned. I feel like Shakim a little scorned. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I feel like Sir King's a little scorned, you know. And so
Oh
Lemon, you know,
my.
you already got these folks lusted after you and they are scorned, honey, and they are coming for you. Cause scorned lovers don't play, or almost lovers, okay? Don't play. You gotta stop playing. You sending pictures of your penis pics. You clearly ain't shy in that area, you know, and so it's a lot going on with you, Lemon. You better stop playing with them, male and female. That's just how I feel about it, Stun, in Creole. It's
I think just Krista is scorned about his numbers, and that's it.
but now you know I do believe that because one day she got on my panel and she was telling me that she don't see, you know, the yag thing and limit. She just don't see that. And then a week or so later, after they fell out, she called him Tangerine. I said, girl, you know he was Tangerine the whole time. You was into them numbers. You held out
Hmm.
for as long as you could, and the people turned against you. He had to get rid of you, and now you scorned as well. Okay, but see, she was feeling it. She was feeling him a little bit too. Cause you done sent them D pics and ain't no telling what they done, you know, what conversation they done had, whether it be on Discord or Instagram or whatever. You know what I mean? Now she wanted them numbers and she was playing up the role, but she was meaning some of that too. Okay.
I think she felt him as a friend. I don't think she was ever romantically into him. I think she is a
Well,
great
now I
act.
think that if he would have came to see her and he wanted to F, she would have F'd him.
I
Yeah,
don't think she. I think she would. I don't think she would have ever allowed him to come see her because when
yeah,
they
now
put
I
the
do
money
agree
up,
with that.
when they
Yeah,
put the money up, she was backpedaling,
yeah,
like
I
she
do
had
agree with
something to
that.
hide.
Yeah, yeah,
I
no,
don't-
I do agree with that. I mean, like, you know, in an alternate universe, say
yeah,
she
yeah,
was with
no, yeah.
ladies there, you know, and he wanted
Now
to,
I
and
think
she was
Krista knew
there.
exactly who he was when she started
Yeah,
clout chasing,
I do too.
and it
Mm-hmm.
was fair exchange, no robbery. That's it.
Fair exchange, no robbery. That's how I feel about it. Fair
But the
exchange, no
surprising
robbery.
part, you know what surprised me about it though, Miss O? The
Mm-hmm.
surprising part, I see a lot of videos outside of this sector of like DL guys getting caught, and they have a lot of traction, 400,000, a million. And the
Mm.
surprising part about the beef sector is like we got tens and twenties, not thousands of girls that will line up and sign up to be a beard
Yes,
for these guys
yes,
willingly, but then get in the
yes.
comments in these videos and I can't stand these DL guys. But you right down here
But you
willingly
right.
being a beard. So bitch, what
That's
the fuck is
right.
you really talking about? Like
That's
they be
right.
the worst hypocrite. When I say some of the worst hypocrites known to man, I can't
Yes,
believe it.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
And Krista
Mm-hmm.
falls in that category. She does.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know, I absolutely, I don't know. I don't, maybe it's the sign of the times. But I have seen videos where, or I heard, you know, so especially younger women saying they don't care if the dude sleep with other men or not. You know, they'll still be with them. You know, and all of this and all of that. Like I said, I don't know if it's a sign of the times or not, but I don't understand that
Miss
I
Olivia,
don't
you
get
know
it.
what? It really is about attention and it's a drug and it's about clout. I think we
Mm.
deviate away from that. I think people got so sucked into that love story they forgot that she was clout chasing. I mean, it was
Okay.
it was
Oh
like
my
she came in the
God.
door clout chasing.
Oh
Now she's
yes.
still running around
Mhm.
saying that he's a heterosexual male so she can
Child.
clout chase again.
Oh,
Just a
so she back
scam.
on here heterosexual male again?
I never seen that in Lemon. She's a scavenger.
Oh, she's still doing that.
Still scavenging. That's it.
Baby.
She's shameless about it.
Child.
Oh
She
yeah.
show she showing good. Let me see, is this Miss Creole or Stunner? Hold on. I sure am
Mm.
glad you hit my link today, child. Cause I'm like,
It was
baby,
amazing talking
here
to you.
go a
Yeah.
real conversation. You know I am here, honey. Miss
That's what's
Creole, is
been
this you?
missing.
Yeah, me. It's me back.
Yeah, I'm here for a good a good real conversation. You know what I mean? I don't never mind dropping a link, but it's very rare that I get a real conversation over here. You know what I
Oh
mean? And then
yeah.
I be
Oh
forgetting to
yeah.
drop the link.
What I'm
I even
happy
think
about
people,
what I'm
huh?
happy about is that everybody on the panel is adult and can have an
Oh yeah,
adult conversation, even if you agree
oh
to
yeah,
disagree.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Like say Miss Creole, right? This is just a wild part about human nature. She's a heterosexual woman, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know why I like her. Not in a let me say this. Let me just be honest. Not in a romantic kind of way,
I
if you know
know.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just she has a fiery nature that with my personality, I like her in a different kind of way than I could like how me and Olivia are talking, and I don't even understand that. And I'm gay.
We just grown. That's all. And
Yeah.
it
You see
ain't,
what I'm
and it
saying?
ain't no. See,
Like
see,
I
the
like I
thing
like I
is,
like a girl with spunk. They don't intimidate me.
well,
I
see, and then
it's
the thing is too,
yeah.
it's no undertone. I'm not a
Yeah.
Christian, and you
Yeah.
have never seen me try to
Not
approach any man.
disrespected.
Or number one, I'm married, and even if I
Mhm.
wasn't married, it wouldn't be no, sexual undertone with somebody like me, because that's not in my nature. It's just not my thing. Do you see what I'm saying? I would never present myself in that manner. Even before I got married, I didn't present myself in that manner. In that manner, you know what I mean? And
I just think
so,
that's so thirsty. Like this is YouTube. This is not a place for that. Like when I was
I don't
battling
think
with
it's a place
Opie,
for it either. And a whole bunch of
she
these
was
heifers
calling
is
me
thirsty.
daddy, yes, daddy, and this and that. And I'm like,
Child.
I'm telling you, I'm gay. I don't care, daddy.
I
So I'm like,
know,
now
but let
you
me ask you this, Stunner. Let me stop you right there. Do that make you feel uncomfortable? Tell the truth.
no.
If I was a gay man, I would feel uncomfortable. I would feel icky about it. I, I'd be like, girl, I
But
told you I'm gay.
but it is great commentary for Miss Creole's discussion that she's having because
Damn, she
that's one
gonna
of those
drop
points
again.
that you pointed out. That's rarely they
Yeah,
don't talk about how we feel about that because we get hit
right.
on, particularly me for sure, by women,
Yeah.
and it's like though it doesn't make me uncomfortable. What if it did make me uncomfortable?
What if
Because
it
I'm
did?
gonna say this.
Right, right.
Krista was definitely making my nephew uncomfortable. And the
I,
sad part about it is he
mhm.
can't never come out and say that because there's a portion of his voice that's suppressed. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Real, because
I agree.
Fabe pointed that out, but that's something in women when it comes to them being like SA abusers or being the ones that are doing the assaulting and know what
Hmm.
they're doing in an aggressive way. You have some aggressive
Mm,
females that are like that and are very
that's true.
intentional. And
Yes, I
Fabe
agree.
pointed that out, but that went over a lot of
Mhm.
people's heads
No,
because
yeah.
yeah, if
Hmm.
she know you're not gonna say nothing and she know you uncomfortable and you trying to bully somebody into talking to you behind the scenes by bringing it up in public and you know they
Hmm.
don't want you and you aggressing, that's letting the young boy know you fucking with a grown woman and I'm finna
Mm,
make you know what I mean, now that you playing with me because that's a grown woman
mm,
and a grown
mm-hmm,
woman got them type of skills to put it on any type of man
mm,
where she'll confuse them.
hmm.
Any
Especially if
type
they're
of man
young. Especially if
like
they're
a very
young.
like
Hmm.
especially a underdeveloped one that's not
Yeah,
fully
absolutely.
formed and don't have no footing. You could
Yeah.
trick him right on into the PUSSY.
Yeah, and it's the same way with see that's a power structure. You know what I mean? It's the same way with young girls, young
Mm-hmm.
women as well. And that is that's why that is SA, because you are older and you have the power. You are seen as the authority figure. And if you are
Yeah.
taking advantage of the fact that you are the authority figure, you are committing, SA. So yeah, whether it's like you see these women, these teachers in
Mm-hmm.
these schools. Now I'm real paranoid about these good teachers in schools, especially with my nephew. He played football. He already over 6 feet tall. He looked like a grown man. Do you see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He is not a grown man. Okay, he is still a child. All right.
Still a child.
And so, but I have, heard stories even around my area of these teachers taking advantage of these young men. They're just like
Mm-hmm.
you have the male teachers. You heard them stories about some of them taking advantage of young women. It's the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. It's a power dynamic,
It is.
and you got to pay real close attention to that. And so
You do.
in my I pay real close attention to them heifers at them school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look, bitch. Don't get too familiar, okay? I
And
still
it
ask
really,
questions and
yeah.
everything.
And that happens outside the black race frequently. A lot of them court cases that you see on
Yes,
TV, you see
yes.
white women
Mm-hmm.
literally sleeping with all different types of mixed race young boys. Like when the black
Mm-hmm.
boy is 15 and he's
Mm-hmm.
playing football, over and over again have I seen the
Mm-hmm.
stories of a white
Yep.
teacher in her
Mm-hmm.
20s, 30s, and 40s getting her
Mm.
rocks off by the young black boy when he develops into a man. But
Yep.
they put the P word and all of the we're trying to come at those type of men. They attribute that to us, and I'm glad that you know that it's just a people thing. It's
Yeah,
not
it's a
only us.
people. Yeah, I
People
mean,
and a power
a predator
dynamic.
can be male or female, honey.
There
You
you
know, I
go.
got boys and girls in my family, and I watch
Hmm.
out for all of them. I ask questions. You know what I mean? And if I feel uncomfortable, if they coming to me and having a conversation with me about
Hmm.
something that I know they feel uncomfortable about, but they trying to make it seem like they don't feel uncomfortable about it, I'm going to handle it because that means they feeling uncomfortable if they coming to me talking about it. Okay, just out the
Right.
blue. You don't come to
Right.
Auntie Bibby about, some teacher that's talking to you in school. Now you ain't saying you uncomfortable, but you talking about it, which means you uncomfortable, which means I need to
Exactly.
pay attention so I can handle it. Okay?
Hmm. Exactly.
Because I'm not gonna have that. That's what we're not gonna do.
I agree.
Hell. And that
I
go
agree.
for the boys in his family and the girls. Cause let me tell you something. When I was a teenager, I thought I was grown, and I was not grown, and I developed when I was in school. Do you see what I'm saying? And my
Hmm.
mama used to be on it, okay, as well as my daddy. He'll side eye you for a minute. They was scared of my daddy when he came to my school functions and stuff. He didn't never smile. He always grunted. Cause he didn't. I think he didn't, want the teachers to think that, yeah, I'm a pushover, I'm cool, but he was thinking in his mind, if you do something to my baby, I'm gonna hurt you.
Hmm.
And so that's the same way I am.
Yeah, and that's a good way to be. I mean, you got to be vigilant because again, you can never know what's going on in the next
That's
person's
very
mind.
damaging. That's very
Hmm.
damaging, even to teenagers, especially little boys.
Hmm.
Everybody think it's oh, he just a man, he this, that, and the other, he just a young man, that's normal. They supposed to, it's not a problem if he slept with a teacher. No, that's a lie. That's trauma, okay? That's SA. It's still
Hmm.
trauma and it affects him. Okay, that's why you gotta handle it. Cause you're dealing with a power structure. That means he confused. That means he
Hmm.
out of his element. That means he really don't know if he's saying yes or not, okay? Because
Exactly.
you are the adult in the situation.
Hmm.
And that's how I feel about it. Okay?
No, that's
Man or
100%
woman.
true. 100%
Mm.
true. He's the victim in the matter, and again,
Yep.
that's one of those. That's one of those occurrences that literally transcends gender lines or
Yep.
racial lines at that. Like those are things
Yep.
that just can happen. But I think it's
Yep.
good commentary to swing it on back to the LGBT. You should have
Oh
been
yeah,
the one to
thank you.
have the
Mm-hmm.
discussion because really
Mm-hmm.
and truly, like I said, it was a real simple answer, and I think what
Mm-hmm.
people need to do when it comes to the Tulsa character, because that's really what it boils down
Mm-hmm.
to. I feel
The
like that's what the
character.
whole live is about. Tulsa.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're falling into what she's trying to get you to do. Like when you
Mm.
make that discussion and the topic is about Tulsa and Noble, just
Mm.
put it on the table. Tulsa outs Noble. Noble, what are your feelings? Is this something that the trans community should be doing to black men? I mean, I know they
Mm.
want to be productive with how they titling it, but I mean, call a spade a spade
Yeah.
because you're gonna give it a
Absolutely.
clout anyway. Other than
Yeah.
that, ignore her because it ain't nothing
Yeah.
special about Queen Tulsa. If she leave tomorrow, we
Yeah.
wouldn't care, and if she
Wouldn't care a
stayed, we
bit.
wouldn't care. It's just a troll that
Mm-hmm.
happens to be transgender, and that's it.
That's true. I agree. I agree. You know what? Stunner. Thank you for coming up here talking to me, champ. Cause
Thank you
yeah,
for having me.
I agree. I don't never do no 3 hour lives, champ. But honey, you was such a good conversationalist today. You kept me on here. You kept me engaged. Okay,
Hmm.
and that's very rare. Okay, so you need to come over here and tell me to drop the link anytime. Okay.
Well, I'm practicing. I'm practicing. I've been
Well,
around
you
for a
doing
while,
good,
so
honey.
I'm trying
So
to
you be
control my
over there at Jay
temper.
Wilson's a lot. So you be over there at Jay Wilson's a
No,
lot.
I used to. So when I first got back into watching everything, I was over at Lemon
Mm-hmm.
primarily, and then I started going to Jay Wilson maybe about 2 months ago or something like that.
Okay.
And so I do click on his link and I'm over there. But I mean, I'm moving around somewhere everywhere. Today I was at Reed. I looked at
Okay.
YouTube cameras. I like a little bit
Mm-hmm.
of M. Bernadette. Like I'm moving around more than I
Mm-hmm.
have in the past because there's a lot of
Good.
people that I like. I mean, there's a lot of people that's going to actually probably swing your way because one thing that's missing in this sector is real commentary. Everybody's scared of the truth.
Yes. Ain't that something? But yeah, you right.
Facts, fact, my brand is facts over feelings, and
That's
I'm not gonna
right.
give you no angle. We shouldn't
That's
have to
right.
take a long, 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 long time to
Mm-hmm.
tell somebody that you trust the eyes that the good Lord has given you, as
Thank you.
opposed to sitting around on YouTube and letting a loser that ain't even living better than you piss on
Mm-hmm.
your leg and tell you
That's
that
true.
you're raining. Like people
That's
got to get
right.
up out of that mentality, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know
They
what's
were
going on with
telling
this
YouTube
circle of
cameras
YouTube.
like.
Mm-hmm.
Breed, the Heart of Philadelphia was telling YouTube cameras, like, you playing it a little bit too safe, mama.
Mm-hmm.
Do you're a whole content creator with no opinion. Like, what are you
Mm-hmm.
doing? What are you doing?
I don't even know how she do it. Okay,
I
but
don't get
Lord
it.
have
And I
mercy.
like her. I like her. She's another pretty girl. I
Yeah,
can't wait to click
I
on
like
her channel.
I like her too. You know, what I mean, she just be trying to stay middle of the road. Honestly,
Listen.
you know,
Hmm.
she do her recaps. You know, I get a road map over there. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna have me an opinion. Okay,
Look,
I just need to go
the
where to
only
go.
thing that's real is the truth, and the truth hurts sometimes. But
That's
how are
yeah.
you coming online, to escape from reality, and then you can't even keep it real online with people that you don't even see? It's ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't know, but I am, and I know you are. So I don't know how they
Well,
do it. I don't know.
Miss
I
Olivia,
don't
once
know.
again, I thank you for
All
inviting
right.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to everybody in the chat that rocks with me. Well, not everybody, because I'm not a chat type of people, but just to person, but just to my stunners. And I'll definitely come back. Like I said, we can break
Okay.
some shit down and
Okay.
examine these facts, because that's what's missing.
Okay.
So enjoy the rest of your
Okay.
day,
Anytime.
and
Anytime. You
thank you.
too. And thank
Mhm.
you. Have a good day. Hmm.
You as well. You as well.
Okay. That is all right. I like him. I like Stunner, y'all. I appreciate him hit the link. I see people saying congratulations, Cool Storm, Cool Storms. It says, okay, y'all, I'm at school at my son's award ceremony. Back later. Congratulations. Sexy Cornbread said, I checked the teacher for always flirting with my son about his dimples. I know that's right. She said, no, ma'am, you will not cross the line on my watch. I know that's right, cornbread. The hell, child, please, child, please. Diamond B said, "Do straight men really like that long term?" I don't like what Diamond B. Congratulations, Cool Storm. You thought I had left, Lady Seal? No, girl, can you believe it? I am still here. I'm getting ready to though. Thank you, Skip it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed. Thank you, Stunner Cartier. Thank you so much. And please come back anytime. And honey, if you ever got something you want to say, Stunner Black, just tell me to drop the link. And that goes for any of y'all, cause y'all know I don't mind dropping it. Sometimes, honey, I get to talking and I forget to drop it. You know what I mean? But you know I don't never mind. But I really, I just realized who you are. Hey, sweetheart, you a Miss Angela White. But anyway, y'all, I really, really, really enjoyed this conversation today. It kept me, entertained. Thank you, like I said, Stunner Cartier. Thank you, Miss Creole Butterfly. Room Shaker came up here earlier. You know what I mean? Thank y'all so much. I can't believe I did a 3 hour live. Now you know that's pushing it. Okay, that's right, Lady T. You know I love speaking the truth, but there's a lot of plays be going on around here. But I love a good, genuine, real conversation. That's what's up. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. Oh, and ODS, hit the link too briefly, you know. So if you guys came in late, please be part of the replay gang. You know what I mean? If you stay with me the whole time, thank you so much. And I know I got 100 likes. Thank you guys for that. And I'm pretty sure I got over 100 likes. But thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. Thanks if you subscribe. You know what I mean? And please be part of the replay gang. And also, y'all check out my product tag bag. My product tag bag was in honor of somebody. Oh, it was in honor of the conversation that I had around there at what is her name? Around there at YouTube cameras this morning. So y'all check out my product tag bag, okay? He was saying all that daddy stuff uncomfortable. I bet it is uncomfortable. Yeah, it's got to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like why wouldn't it be? You know what I mean? And so yeah, that's crossing the line. It's crossing the line. You should not do that. You know, the same thing with the women. Don't. I can't stand line crosses. You know, that's not necessary. It's disrespectful. You know, come on now, right? So yeah, Angela T said, "Nice to meet you, Stunner Cartier. Great addition." Absolutely. And like I said, Stunner, if you still in here, honey, anytime you want me to drop the link because you got something you want to discuss, or if it's anything you want to say, hey, go for any of y'all, honey. Just tell me. I don't mind dropping it. I just get to talking and I forget. Okay. But anyway, let me get off here. I love you guys. Y'all be safe on this hump day. We got 2 more days to go. Be strong, honey. Be strong. Be strong. Okay. We halfway to the weekend, all right. And so I'm gonna get off here. And thank y'all so much. I love you in the way that Christ loves you. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.